Wait, I forgot. You're an illegal. You get to have all your healthcare bills paid for. You damn
Okay,
illegal.
it's working now. We're
Okay.
officially streaming because fucking OBS does a thing apparently where when you update it, it decides, hey, yeah, guess what? I'm gonna change all your settings. So you're no longer streaming on the thing you're supposed to be streaming on. You're now streaming on SVD fucking wanker fat piece of
Wait,
crap.
did that catch me giving illumination shit? Oh, great! I'm getting canceled.
Now just gotta figure out how to edit it. Give me a second.
After the stream comes out, you can edit it.
Yeah, it is on, but I have to edit it on my computer, so everyone's going to see me editing it because, sorry, sucks to suck. Oh no, it's good. They release feed, good, cool. That's what we want. That's what we want. Hi guys, I'm pissed. I'm angry. I want to punch a hole in a wall. I'd say no, that would get me in trouble. I'm not going to say that one. But yes, I'm pissed because all my settings decided to not be proper and I had to redo all of them. And obviously, with trial and error over the time, I didn't save it because I'm an idiot and I'm retarded. And we're here and we're talking about the new releases, which some of them are really good. Some of them suck more dick than Lana Rhodes, obviously, because she did a lot of that.
No, you
Yeah,
can't mention that anymore. She doesn't want you to mention that.
well, sucks to suck. Maybe she shouldn't have done it. It's not my problem.
Maybe it
Um,
sucks to suck.
well, it does suck to suck. That's why men. Well, most men don't suck, but you know, some men do. Alpha.
Some of them are whores.
Okay, anyway,
Oh goodness.
we got Illumination. So we got Alpha, the glue sniffer. Dusk, the brain damage guy.
I actually do. I do have glue next to me.
Yeah, don't.
I have actual GW
Don't.
glue today.
GW glue doesn't smell like
This-
anything. What do you mean?
Yeah, I
This
know,
is
and
the
I
shit that
fucking
we
hate
have
it.
to deal with.
Yeah, then we've got Illumination, who's just that guy.
I want to cut my hand off and replace it with the machine,
Yeah, exactly that guy.
or I just want a hug. I think I just want to be loved.
You
Man.
want your dad to come back.
I always just think things
That
would
wasn't
have
even
been better.
yeah, it's not even a racial joke. I'm just referencing how your dad's dead.
Oh,
I just
wow,
wish he
that's
was with
rude.
us, you know.
Well,
Well,
I-
I just wish-
Wait.
The
Can we
Primarch
switch?
of the Iron Hands is dead.
Ah, that makes more sense.
I mean, my actual dad isn't dead. He
Yeah,
basically like he abandoned me.
Yeah, he didn't come back with the milk. Or in other words, every stereotype ever. But you know, we'll move on from that.
I wasn't gonna touch that. I've already crossed
hope
one
you get
stereotype
touched
line
by
on the
the-
stream.
Hey,
Oh, God, I hope you get touched.
I'm a white guy, and my dad's not around, so you know, sucks to suck.
God damn.
What? God won't help you here.
Okay, let's get into this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be running most of this, and I'll make sure to keep these guys on a leash and not get distracted.
We both know you're
So-
the one who wears the leash in this relationship.
Yeah, but I want you to beat me harder after we're done with this episode.
Jesus.
Okay. He also won't help you here. I'm gonna sharpen this thing. I'm not allowed to say what.
So
it is.
this is the new quote unquote command squad for the Red Corsairs. Oh, we because I think I reacted to it, and you guys might have watched my live stream. They released a bunch of Red Corsairs as part of their end of edition event. So you know how Titus got a bunch of shit with the Ultramarines? Now we're getting Chaos's version, and they're doing the Red Corsairs for some reason. I'm not complaining because I tend to prefer Renegade Space Marine look over the very, very Chaos Space Marine look. Even my Black Legion, I use 30k bits to tone it a bit down. This is the first thing they showed off, and I'm a bit mixed from both a lore perspective and a model perspective.
Well,
I
you
really
might not like it, but Aiden sure as hell does.
I really like certain models here. I'm not going to reveal to you guys which ones. And then I also really hate certain models here. So what's your guys' opinion on these models?
So, the chick, I think, on the top left. I like it. The apothecary, I don't like at all. It sucks. It's the face. The stance is nice and everything, but the face just doesn't
Well, so that's
work.
an easy head swap. Just
Yeah, I
do
know,
an
but
easy
I've
head
seen
swap.
all the different heads, and I like it when you don't have to kit bash them. Like I like kit bashing models, but I'd like it when you don't have to kit bash a model. Like if you have to kit bash
I
a
mean, at the
model to
end of
make
the
it look
day,
good.
at
I
the end of the
don't
day, it's an
disagree with
option,
your
you know.
argument.
Wait, what?
I
Illumination?
don't.
Oh, I was just saying it's like an option at the very least, because even though it doesn't work right now, you know, who's to say it doesn't work late? It can't work later down the
Fair,
model, really. You
fair,
know what I mean?
fair. Yeah, that's fair. I do like the guy with the axe though on the bottom left.
I'm a bit
Same.
mixed. Apparently, he's from the Executioners chapter, which
Ah,
is a bit weird because the
Wait, what?
Executioners. So the Executioners were part of the Badab War and were on the side of Huron, but once they found out that he was stealing gene seed,
Yeah, I
they
was about to
turned on
say.
him almost immediately because that's a big no-no. You can't steal other people's gene seed. So it's kind of
Especially
weird
about that
having
chapter.
an executioner here when they became very violently against the Astro Claws.
I mean, what
fair.
some
But
of them did end up staying with Huron, if I remember correctly, right? There was still a small contingent of all sides that stayed with him because they believed in Huron.
I've read. Here's the thing: is I never read Master of the Maelstrom, so I have no clue. I have read the
Okay.
Imperial Armor books, and in the Imperial Armor books, they don't mention a contingent staying with him. But it doesn't necessarily, like, there's nothing explicitly stating this wouldn't happen, and it quite honestly makes logical sense, as a lot of people were agreeing with Huron in the Imperium overstepping.
That's fair. But
I just found it
look,
weird. I found it weird because they could have just done, like, oh, he was a lamenter or something like that. Because for some reason, the apothecary, from my understanding, is an Astro Claw, Executioner, and Mantis Warrior. I feel like it would have just been more balanced if they would have made him a lamenter. So you
but
have
they
the three warder chapters.
well as Aiden's pointed out, the Red Corsairs are literally just like a bunch of different things just mixed together, aren't they?
Yes, the Red Corsairs are.
Yeah, and that's what this is, isn't it? Isn't it the Red Corsairs?
Well,
Not
so remember,
talking, is it?
the
It's just
Red
the command
Corsairs
squad.
come. So the core of the Red Corsairs come from what was the remnants of Huron's forces that survived the Badab War.
Okay.
So they
Yeah, so
all run into
Executioner survived
the
the Badab War.
Maelstrom. Yeah, so no, but that's what I'm bringing up is the Executioners almost like religiously turned on them because the Executioners are very honor driven. They're an adorned successor.
Okay.
The original primogenitor is Fafnir Rand,
Yeah,
so
well,
they're very,
it wouldn't be the
very
first
honor
time.
bound.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the first time we've heard of someone betraying
Oh
what
no,
they're.
no, I'm
Yeah.
not saying this is an
Yeah.
impossibility. I just said it was kind of weird.
Yeah, well, I can't, like, honestly, because, again, I'm not a lore guy, really. I'm a model guy. I think, I agree with Aiden, the Apothecary it has way too much going on. Like, see that little, oh, wait, I can use my mouse, can't I, as well? There's his two arms up the top, it makes sense, he's an Apothecary, but the arm down the bottom
Yeah,
coming out, it's just confusing. Like, if he replaced the top left arm with this bottom arm, it would make sense, right? Because it's I replaced one of the arms with this freaky looking Spider-Man arm, Doc Ock
Doc Ock.
arm, yeah. And that would be cool. But now he's got three arms plus his hand, and then he's cut off his hand as well, and then he's got this gun here and all this different stuff here, and then he's putting something in the hand while stepping on this guy, and this guy's freaking out and he's it's too much. There's just too much going on.
I
There's no like
I don't I don't disagree with you, but I really like Apothecary. But I don't know if I like it because it's like it's on theme, or if I like it because it looks good. Because I really like
Well,
not only having a Chaos Apothecary, but especially with the Red Corsairs in Astroclaws in general, they are known for having a lot of apothecaries.
yeah. Well, my problem is more like, think of it this way: as a painter, you need a centerpiece. You need a focus. There's too much to focus on. You got to focus on the hand because the hand's a focus point. You got to focus on his face because his face is a focus point. But then you got to focus on where that arm's going. So you got like 4 different focus points, and it's not that it's gonna make it hard to paint, but it also just doesn't look right. Does that make
Well, I
any
mean,
sense whatsoever?
I'm not a model painter, so I
Yeah.
respect your opinion, but I am an artist, and to my own limited knowledge, can't you just choose your focus point? You could just dull out the rest, and if your focus is the arms, you can maybe add some detail to the arms. If it's
Well,
the legs, focus on that.
yeah, I agree with that. My problem is there's 3 or 4 main spots you want to focus on and you want to make brighter, but when you make those areas bright and everything else dark, it'll look funny. So it's trying to pick where you want the focal point to be, because you can really only have one main focal point for a model to look good on the tabletop.
Um,
If that makes any sense
so
whatsoever.
I'm just I'm gonna share my thoughts now that we've shared them.
Yep.
I really like some of them, and I fucking hate others. The ship captain makes no goddamn sense. You shouldn't have ship captains on a battlefield.
Is that the top right guy?
Yeah, that's the woman.
Oh,
Is
the
the ship
woman.
captain.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Oh, that's okay.
She was apparently an Imperial admiral who's gone chaos and is now the commander of Huron's fleet. This is some random pirate, which I'm not against it, but I just don't like having other stuff that's like this is supposed to be a command squad, like a Chaos Space Marine command squad. Why do we have a bunch of stuff that's not Chaos Space Marines here?
Yeah.
I don't really like Huron. I've always thought his pose was a bit weird, but I adore these three. I love the Renegade armor look. I like how he's in Mark 8. I love this looking more like this looks like a retro model in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I love him.
He's my favorite, but in general, like the Space Marines of here look amazing.
They do. Yeah.
I hate the for some reason we have non Space Marines here.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. The non-space marines just don't make goddamn sense.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. And I don't really know how a fucking ship captain is supposed to turn the tide in any other engagement other than maybe a naval engagement, and even then, she isn't Latara. You know what I
Well,
mean?
so here's the thing. Here's the thing: is I can understand having her as a model if we're doing stuff like Zorn Mortalis or ship-to-ship combat,
But let's
because
be
then
real,
like
most Space Marines wouldn't even respect a mortal.
then they're coming in like breaking into the ship.
Oh, I
Um,
see.
but it doesn't make sense with how they've based her and how they based everybody. Is this is a generic squad, so this is going to be on every battlefield. I don't like how they're putting all the kits in one box because this is going to be a Titus situation where a command squad is for some reason $90.
That's that whole command squad is $90.
Yeah, Titus's is 95 US.
So in other words, it's about 140 Australian dollars. That's ridiculous.
Here's some closer up. Like I agree, the face looks weird. I don't mind the Doc Ock arm. I will say it's odd to have a different amount of arms, and I also don't think this is necessary. I think if they just gave him a normal hand, that would be fine. This is probably my second favorite, only because I don't like some of the heads on the shoulders, but that's an easy switch up the shoulders. Everything else is fine, and it would make great sort of great kit bash. Like Night Lords are going to get a lot of use out of this. This
Yeah.
guy is easily the best.
Well, he's a
Yeah,
guy I
agree.
wouldn't kit bash at all. I would not touch him with a kit bash.
I
I would
would.
feel
I
bad
want
about kit
him.
bashing him.
I want him straight out of the box.
Yeah. Well, go back to the first guy. What's his name again? That guy. What's his name again?
Huron
Isn't that
Blackheart.
Hero?
Huron Black. You know my problem with him? It's all these character models have a sword raised and a hand claw down low while standing on a rock. Abaddon has
I can
that.
play that.
Gilliman has that.
Well,
freaking the Lion has that. Horus has
you're
that.
talking the hero model. They
Yeah.
have the hero model pose.
It's fucking annoying. Also, guys, Aiden's a Thousand Suns player. I'm disappointed.
Oh, dude. Aiden. This shit would look amazing in the Thousand Suns color.
I cannot lie. Put that shit up in some fucking blue, and that's a 1,000 Sun Sorcerer.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, so
Okay, you could
have you
probably
seen
make
some
that
of
a
the
word
retro?
pair.
Have you seen some of the retro stuff? Like the retro Thousand Suns? This like looks almost 1-to-1 to them.
Oh
I
yeah,
would say,
kinda. Yeah,
even if
yeah.
it doesn't work, that's a good word pair as well.
I think I did it on when I did my live stream. I pulled up a retro Thousand Sun, and it looks very similar to that. And I like for this whole force, I like the sort of renegade look that they're going for. As someone, because that's my complaint with the current range, and you're gonna see it plain as day later on as we continue going through these. It's very annoying with how much trim they have on the current legionaries.
Oh, tell me about it. It's just
This is a shipmaster. I think we've gone through this one. Which one is your guys' favorite?
I hate him. He's the one I hate the most, and it's just because it doesn't make sense.
I mean, it kind of does and it doesn't. Like, I'm not saying this wouldn't be a unit. I just don't get why a pirate would be part of a command squad.
That's what I'm saying.
Because there's no loyalty there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like if they wanted to do a command squad like that, what they should have done was have a separate pirate command squad that also works in the Red Corsairs army.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, Red
make them like
Corsairs
40
are
bucks.
pirates.
Yeah, exactly.
I almost think they should have just made it a special unit like they do with the guard in this army, which is just a special unit.
Yeah, that would have been.
Here is so that's one box set. We're gonna go dive in deep. Here's the other box set, and this is basically just their launch box for the army. The one good thing is they're not replacing the current Terminator sculpt.
I actually really like that.
I really like the current Terminator sculpt, and as much as I like the rescaled Imperial Terminators, a lot of the customization was removed from the new Terminators.
Yeah, that's what I
so
hate
I
about
would hate
Space
to
Marines as a
lose
whole.
all the customization. Let's dive deep into this. Let's dive
deep
into the army. What?
Oh, okay, doesn't matter.
I'm diving into the army.
Yeah. No, I'm retarded. Shut up.
So I'm gonna slowly pan through these. These are their quote unquote special units. You know how like the Emperor's children have their special unit, and the Death Guard of Plague Marines, and the Corn of Corn Berserkers. These are the Red Corsair Raiders. Red Corsair Raiders.
Well, you know what I find funny about them? They look like goth kids. They do, right? They literally look like goth kids.
They just
by the way,
like
nose ring.
Okay.
Yeah, like I remember seeing them and I'm like, that's a goth kid. That's an emo. That one with the helmet looks cool. Those guys look like a Chaos Marine. I don't understand the haircut. That's like you just kind of added it. That one looks good.
Iron
That one
Hands.
looks good.
That
Iron
that one
Hands.
looks badass. That one looks badass
It's because
with
you're
the
an
car.
Iron Hands fan.
So
Show yourself.
I'll say my take, and you'll see if you agree with me. I love like kind of the models, but I fucking hate these heads.
Yeah, the heads. Well, I like that head, to be honest. The
Well, so
helmet, and the Iron Hands one.
even this helmet, I'm like, and I'm a guy who loves tough. I have a Black Legion army. This stuff would go well in my Black Legion army. But I'm like,
It's good, but it's not as good as I want.
I just all these bear heads just suck in my opinion. Like
Yeah, I like
I
helmets
wouldn't.
too.
Well, I'm fine with a bear head, but like the helmets just look so much better. And maybe it's their paint job because I don't understand why they're adding war paint to these guys.
Because they want to be different, like emo kids and goth kids. That's why they've literally made them emos and goths. They feel more like emos and goths than they do feel pirates. The bareheaded people, at least. Like really, I would have, like say Pirates of the Caribbean, that kind of hairstyle.
So
That's what I would have liked with these guys.
so you might not be able to use the Raiders data sheet in standard Chaos Space Marines, but you will definitely be able to use these models. These models are way cooler than Legionaries, and the reason why I'm going to point it out, we'll get back to this guy. This is the Chaos Legionaries in the box. They are exactly the same as the normal Legionaries. You just get an upgrade sprue for them. And
Oh.
look at how okay, I like these helmets better than the bear heads, but I don't like their armor as much.
To me, their armor just doesn't look very scrappy, guys. Like, let's be real. They're pirates. They don't have as sophisticated enough of supply lines as the average loyalist Marines, but I could get away with it because Huron prioritizes supply logistics. But at the end of the day, their Marine looks fucking new. It looks like it doesn't look like it's been through the wringer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like fresh paint. It's just again, it's the paint job.
Well,
Still,
that's the thing. Is like I've always complained, and even as a fan of Black Legion, that's why I'm kit bashing other stuff to make them have different marks of armor. But my argument is that it's the Primaris issue. These all look like the exact same mark of armor.
literally, you'd think there'd be a little bit of variety for people who have to scrap around their dead comrades and like use different pattern marks.
Well, even in the standard Legion, you would think, because the standard
Well,
Legion doesn't
true,
have.
true.
Even the Black Legion, it's specified several times that the Black Legion have different armor mixes because they have so many different war bands that some are associated with some Forge Worlds, some are associated with none. I just don't like.
I do remember that.
I would use the Raiders as generic troops, honestly. I just like the sculpts better. I'm not gonna buy anything though, because what I've been doing is I just take this and then switch out the arms, head, and backpack for 30k, preferably Mark IV equivalent, and that seems to do the trick to pull back a little on the chaos effect.
Yeah.
So these are
Wait,
exactly the same.
how
They just
much
have
is
an
this
upgrade.
box going to cost?
They haven't announced the price yet, but
Okay.
I would go off of previous box sets, so around 220 US.
Fuck. So it's like what, 400?
Yeah, like
That's
I'm
a
going
solid
off of
400 Australian.
I'm going off of the Battle Force box sets.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. We're poor cunts.
And that's sort of why I'm mixed, because like I prefer these models, but you're selling like half of this army is just old models. You have the new Raiders, and then you just have the old Legionary kit, the old Terminator kit, and then a recycled kill team that doesn't even look that cool, and you're only putting one Guardsman squad in it.
Yeah.
And this has always been my complaint with these Guardsmen is they just look Cadian with spikes.
Isn't that what Guardsmen
I was gonna
are.
say they look more like the Blood Pact, bro. Those did not look like pirates.
Well,
Those
see,
are
this
fucking
is
Blood Pact, bro. Look up Blood Pact right now. Look up Blood Pact 40K, and tell me those aren't just the carbon copy.
well. See, so the reason why the Blood Pact are the carbon copy is they're primarily fighting Cadian forces, like in the Sabbath World
Like in the
Crusades.
lore, yeah.
Oh, a lot of them are fighting Cadian, and I shouldn't say Cadian forces. You have to remember the standard issue armor, like the standard issue las rifle, is the Cadian las rifle. The standard issue flak jacket is Cadian. So it's not like there is no precedent for it here. But the other side, have you seen? Because I pulled it up during my own stream. Some of the Forge World Chaos guys, where all they did was a chest swap, and you put like Cadian legs and arms on it, and it still looks completely different because they swapped the chest. Have you guys
Yeah.
seen that? Or do you need me to pull up?
Uh.
Mm.
No, I think I agree. Watch out. Be careful.
What?
I'm making a joke because, history or whatever. I don't know. I'm just being a dick. Hey, Jahan, Lord of Cats. Why the hell are you Lord of Cats? What the hell? Who wants to be
Oh,
Lord of
dude,
Cats?
that guy's fucking awesome.
What guy? What? I'm
I know
confused.
him in the Lord of Cats. He's awesome. I know him on
Oh,
Instagram.
oh, cool,
Um,
nice.
here's a mini. Here's a mini. Let's pull up a mini.
That
Look at that
looks kind of cool.
and compare that to what we have now.
Yeah, so that actually looks like a guardsman of Nurgle.
See, that's literally Cadian arms right here, Cadian legs, and just a chest swap. And look at how different he is. And here's some of the art from Varax. So it just kind of feels like half-assed, in my opinion.
Well, let's be honest. If Games Workshop is one thing, it's half-assed.
So here
Yeah,
is
this is a good
the generic HQ, and I think this is really good because it has multiple ways to build it. You have like the standard Mark IV backpack, you have the Chaos backpack with the Chaos Halo, two different heads in two different poses.
Yeah, and the poses aren't
I think
terrible.
this is so good. I would even like if I had a Space Wolf army, I would use this in a Space Wolf army.
I'd use it as a Chaos Space Wolf, to be honest.
I think it would pass as a normal Space Wolf.
Uh,
I think if you went with
it's
the
more the
He saw
so
her and immediately said, "Yes, my beloved Space Wolf."
if you shave this off and then use this backpack and maybe a Mark 4 or Mark 8 helmet or Space Wolf head, I
Okay,
think it would look Space
the
Wolfy.
guy
'Cause
below would, but he looks he just looks a little bit too chaosy, to be honest. Like
no femboys in searches. I will fix that next time. I'll have some femboys in my
that.
searches.
Well, yeah, there could be dark wolves. I'll give Night Trap that. There
That,
could be dark wolves, but the thing is, yeah, fuck dark wolves. But whatever, sucks to suck.
we were literally in DMs, and you said you loved how much the Space Wolves were pirates. I'm presenting you a pirate miniature, and now you're like, oh, I don't know.
You
You're
know
like a
what?
fucking.
You know what?
You like my imaginary girlfriend.
You're like
She can
my
never make up her
bro.
mind.
You're like my actual girlfriend. I get more memes from you than I get from her.
That's because the girlfriend will never love you as much as the homies do.
That's gay. Anyway, that's
13th company.
Oh, wait, stop,
Okay,
stop, stop. You made it. You made a good point. You made a good point. These would
No, I
be
need to
awesome
ask you something.
Seawolves. Yeah?
They would make some awesome sea wolves, and you get some. Yeah, well. Does this
Like,
head look African enough to be the sea wolves?
no. Seawolves are dark. It doesn't mean they're African. They're just dark. They can be like a white guy with dark skin, but it's black.
Okay,
Like, I paint, like, he's not meant to look African. He's just meant to be black. You know?
I don't know though. I
Or
noticed some of the
brown.
ones in the cover I sent you look super African.
Oh, they do look super African, and that part I'm just like, whatever. You know, but the skin color for me, it's just like, no, that skin color works specifically for sea wolves. Specifically, no other chapter in Space Wolves are
No other
dark
company.
skinned. Yeah, no other company. Sorry, my brain is not there. No other company in Space Wolves has dark skin. It's only the Sea Wolves. But the thing is the other Space Wolf companies do grab people who come from the islands that the Sea Wolves originate from on Fenris. So, yeah. Yeah.
So another question.
Oh, Night Trap
The
has a
Lord of
point.
Cats. The Lord of Cats brought up the 13th Company.
Yes.
I needed an answer to this because I don't understand the 13th. Because the 13th were the ones who went with
So,
Russ into the Eye, and then they come out during the events of Gathering Storm and fighting on on Cadia. But yet you also have another 13th where
well,
all the Wolfen are.
I can explain what the 13th is. So, the 13th company represents all the lost companies. It's not actually a single company. Like, the 13th company could be 1,000 companies for all we know. It's because
That
what
makes
happened.
no fucking sense.
No, so think of it this way. Let's say, I'm just going to say the Seawolves, right? Let's say the Seawolves, right, got into a battle with the Tyranids. Let's just say the Tyranids, and it was Leviathan, and they got swarmed, and they all died, and I mean all of them. The Wolf Lord, the Wolf Priests,
Yep,
actually Wolf Priests aren't. Yeah, they're all dead, right?
they're all dead.
A new fourth company would be created,
Yeah.
and the Seawolves aren't the fourth company, but whatever. The Seawolves would no longer be called the Seawolves, but would be part of the 13th company.
Okay.
So the 13th
Still
company
doesn't.
really. Well, it doesn't, but that's because Games Workshop doesn't know how to keep their story straight. But in the most
See, I just
recent
assumed there
codexes.
was.
Well,
I
I'm
just
just.
assumed there was two 13th companies.
No, there's like remember how the LGBTQ Marines that aren't LGBTQ Marines are painted, right? I say they're the 13th company because they embody what I wanted for the story I want for the 13th company. When the 13th company is really just for you to create your own goddamn company. That's what it's really there for. So yeah, like if you wanted to do the 13th company, yeah, you 100% could. You could use these guys, turn them into space wolves, and it's like they're the 13th company who turned into pirates because of they went into the warp or God knows what. But I would personally have them as trader space wolves or sea wolves because that just kind of fits
Um,
fits the
I don't know. I'm going
story
off
for
of
me.
going off of what I read in lore,
Yeah,
and the 13th company is the Wolfen and reference to be the ones that went with Russ that came out during the 13th Black
You're right.
Crusade.
Depending on the codex you read,
Then
it changes
I'm
every
fuck the
refer-
codex.
Space Wolves.
Huh?
Yeah, no, fuck the Space Wolves. That's right.
A
Stand on business. Push
just
the
because
ass.
your daddy died,
By
Iron
Alpha
Hands fan.
Legion.
Bro,
this. First of all, this
You
this
literally
you're
gotta
no
be
stop,
by the Alpha Legion, the
stop.
Sons of Horus,
You're
and the
you're
fucking
no. Your
Trader
Primarch
Forces back
died
to back.
because he had a crush on Fulgrim.
You take that the fuck back right
to be
now.
fair,
Because we both know he won that fight.
to be fair, femboy ass makes people do weird things.
Yeah, you would know. You would know.
No, I'm into Eldari. Okay.
Fucking Ultramarines.
Hey, never ask an ultramarine the species of his girlfriend.
Jesus Christ.
So this is the upgrade, and now I'm a massive fan of transfers, but pretty much everything else is underwhelming. I really hate these bare heads. I wouldn't use these shoulder pads unless I'm doing Red Corsairs. And then these hands just, they're not very unique. And these models are already super
Wait.
clustered. So why are we adding more stuff to cluster them up?
See, I would have liked heads rather than like see the head to your left a little bit, the head. Yeah,
This one?
that if you just gave me a bunch of those from different races that I could hang on if I wanted, that'd be great because you could use it on the base, you could use it on the model, you could hang it where you wanted, like a real pirate. You could hang it on the shoulder pad, like things like that. But this, it's kind of forced. You got no choice. You got to hang it in a very specific way, and you only get 5 of them.
Yeah, so I agree with you. The lack of helmets. I feel like they could have just like put a bunch of firstborn helmets in here. Like
Yeah,
just take the CAD files and just use those there.
yeah. Or even firstborn helmets that are like destroyed a bit.
Yeah.
Though I would have loved firstborn helmets that actually like have a hole on the left side so you can see their left eye. Like it's been blown out. And they're still
Well, you
wearing it
tend not
because
to
they get
if
half
it
of it.
you tend not to survive it being blown out unless they off of
Yeah,
a dead
yeah.
a dead
That's
space
exactly
marine.
what happened. They took it off a dead space marine whose head they blew off. Like sucks to suck. They still get the benefit of using the helmet while also seeing everything normally on the left side. But then on top of it, they could link something over their left eye. It's like it's not that hard.
So in this box set you get what looks like 10 legionaries. 1, 2,
Wait, are the
1,
legionaries
2,
Primaris
3,
size?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're all primary size. Everything
Okay,
in general is primary size.
okay.
Technically, they're not primaris. They're quote unquote firstborn, which doesn't even really make sense. As this is some okay, I'm going in a bit of a tangent here. It doesn't make sense to have a plot point of Primaris becoming Chaos because they've already become Chaos. In Arcs of Omen, we've already had Chaos Marines fall to Khorne. Not Chaos Marines, Primaris Space Marines fall to Khorne. So why the fuck is it a massive plot point that Fabius Pio got his hands on Primaris Genesi?
I
We
think it's
already
because it was
know.
apparently kept as a secret.
We already know that
Hmm.
we've had whole chapters of Primary Space Marines fall to Chaos.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
No, they're not. They're not slightly smaller. I have Primaris Marines. I have Legionaries. They are the exact same size.
So they should be slightly smaller, but they're not.
No. There was a comment that said they are
Yeah, no,
slightly
no.
smaller than Primaris.
I know. But what I'm saying is GW probably should have made them slightly smaller.
I know. So you get 20 Legionaries, 20 of their Raiders, 5 Terminators, 10 Guardsmen, even though you really should have more than 10 Guardsmen, and then 1 HQ in this box set.
Not terrible. It's kind of fun.
I think this is going to do a lot better than the Legion specific because they have access to all
Mm.
the core CSM units, so it's a lot easier to build out your army.
Yeah, that's fair. That. Yeah, no, that's fair. Oh, now I kind of want to buy a box and make them sea wolves.
I think this.
I fucking hate
So
you for that,
What?
bro.
here's my argument against you doing that. Here's my argument against you doing that. Only the Raiders would pass. The Legionaries wouldn't pass.
Oh yeah.
The HQ would pass. The Terminators wouldn't pass, and the Guardsmen maybe, but I don't think would
Well,
pass.
for me,
So what you
the
could do?
Terminators would never be sea wolves anyway.
So what? Well, so you could either break up this box set or just buy one box as the Seawolves.
I'll
I'm not
probably do
buying
that.
anything from Games Workshop. It's up to you guys what the fan base and what everybody thinks and what the chat thinks. Is this a good deal? Lord of Cat said
Oh,
do it. I don't.
I don't know, man. I
Yeah,
don't know, man.
well,
Because if
I'll
we're
put.
going
Okay,
chaos, like,
no. How about this? I'll just buy the Raiders, and then I'll kit bash them into Sea Wolves because I'm actually thinking of doing. Once I finish the Assault on Black Reach project, which will probably be by the end of this year, is the way I'm going. I want to do a company, a paint every single company from 12th down to 1st.
That sounds cool. You know how funny it is that with points. I'm remaking a 6th edition Badab board list for salamanders, and I wanted to keep it, but I didn't want to put in 10th edition points.
Oh, that
So I just
reminds
went
me.
on battle. I went on
Sorry.
Battle Scribe, made the army in 9th edition, and it went from like being a 2,000 point army to like a 3,075 point army.
Fuck.
I just
Well,
realized something. Hey,
what?
Alpha. Um,
What?
1987 Night Trap Axed. I'd imagine not many people read the Thousand Suns Codexes. I don't know much about that. What do you think?
Wait, what's up?
Thousand Suns
Uh,
Codexes. He said he'd imagine not many people read that, and it wouldn't fit with one of the models, I assume. What do you think about that?
Well, no, a lot of Marines have spent thousands of years in the warp. It makes sense for them to literally swell with power. Uh, it, here's the
That's
thing is
assuming they haven't been fucked over, though.
we're talking about the warp, so it's all relative in the warp. I
yeah.
mean, technically, Abaddon didn't age a day since he stepped into the warp. But then we've seen other
Bullshit.
sons of no, literally he hasn't.
The time in the warp is different to the time in the world. So you could
Yeah,
spend a second in the warp and it's actually been 1,000 years for you, or you could spend 1,000 years in the warp and it's actually been 10 seconds.
yeah.
The
I
warp
mean,
does what the warp wants, unless you have it
Okay,
Jellifield. Oh, but
so let's get to the
oh
point.
wait,
What? How are you rating this box set?
oh wait, can I?
Well,
I was
I
just
shouldn't
gonna.
say box
Oh wait,
set.
yeah, yeah, I
How are
just gotta.
you rating this release?
I just want to quickly say something. Guess what I got my hands on?
What?
I got my hands on fucking Vulcan.
The Forge World one?
dead ass.
Yeah, and he's not put together.
Yeah.
I can put him together from scratch with the scenic base. I got him for 110 Australian dollars.
That's a fucking steal.
I know. And then I also got Mortarion and Typhus from Forge World for about 245, including postage.
Well,
I
I
think this
might
man is
bug you
cheesing
to
himself.
buy that Typhus because I much prefer the 30k Typhus
I've
over the
got the
40k
Typhus.
one. I'll buy it off of you.
No, no,
Why?
no.
Why?
Because
Why?
do you know how hard it is to get your hands on any Forge World stuff in Australia?
Yes, but no. I'm going to be honest on the stream. It's really hard to get Forge World in general.
Oh,
So
tell
I
me
may
about
or may not have accidentally bought some recast and then realized it was recast and how good it was,
it.
and I bought some more.
Uh, that's a good question. Who is 40k Erebus?
But
Ridiculous son of a.
well,
Sorry.
so here's the
I just
thing: is
said I wouldn't say
I
it.
would argue that Abaddon's not 40k horse. I would argue they're pretty separate characters. They visually look the same,
Yeah, no,
but
no.
their
It's
personalities are very different.
his more like talking about like the role.
Um,
Like
I
who
would say
fits
the
the
Thrawn's a better
40k
Erebus
fucking War
role?
Erebus
Master
is
in my opinion.
Erebus.
Fuck. That's a good question though. I'm
I,
actually
I'm
like,
really trying to get my. I have an old like Death Guard from 8th edition,
yeah.
and what I wanted to do is make it into a Horus Heresy force, and do late Heresy.
I know who 40k Erebus is.
Who?
The writers of GW.
Okay, that's indicating yes to get back on track.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
is your? How do you rate this release?
Out of 10?
Yep.
Um, 6. 6 out of 10.
Illumination.
Oh yeah, Fabius kind of.
Illumination.
Thinking.
Okay.
No, Fabius,
Sorry.
I
Honestly.
agree with you, Night Trap.
Sorry,
Fabius
the
is
Iron
He's a
Hand is
thousand
the Iron Hands are buffering.
Yeah, they always buffer.
Okay.
They lost their head,
Shut the
remember?
fuck up. At least we didn't lose to the Alpha Legion and the Sons of Horus back to back and get bloodied by the Thousand Sons who let them in. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's because we care too
The
much.
Space Wolves didn't get bloodied by the Thousand Suns.
They literally fucking Lehman Russ literally needed his fucking wolf buddies to help him out with the duel with Magnus. If you read the
And
fight,
what happened to Magnus?
the only reason,
What happened to Magnus?
fucking reason.
What
Oh my
happened to
God.
Magnus? His back was broken. His back is broken, and he loses 2/3 of his legion. Okay, losing 2/3 of your legion is not fucking dominating, and that's the depressing part. It's talking about one of the most powerful legions that just laid there and fucking took it.
Mind you, by the way, they brought
Like, it
every
should have
second
been-
defense
It should
possible.
have been more bloody. They should have hurt the Space Wolves more, but they didn't.
All I'm saying is, Lehman had a pretty good chance to kill Horus, and his bitch ass still didn't take it. So I don't know why you keep touting
I
him
don't.
as the
I don't disagree
executioner.
with you. I don't
That's all I'm
disagree
gonna
with you.
say.
All
He
I'm
has
saying
one
is you're
W to
answering
his
the
name.
fucking question.
Fuck you. Fine. What was the question?
The question was, how do you rate this release?
Fucking 6.
You're
I don't like
so
chaos
blinded
early.
to your wolf.
Yeah, I'm fucking blinded by my wit. They don't deserve the love they're getting. I know they
What
don't.
do you? What love?
But-
We don't get love. Everyone hates
Yes,
us.
You got-
fucking do.
Bro. As an Ultramarine, I can guarantee you, not everybody hates you. Trust me.
Everyone
Neither
I've
one
met
of
is
you-
like, oh, fuck me.
Neither one of you knows what it's like to be an Ultramarine.
Yeah, but Ultramarines are like Collingwood Football Club. You love them or you hate them. There's no in between.
No, there's way more
That's a
people that
funny way of
hate
putting
the
it,
Ultramarines than love them.
Yeah, exactly. There's way more people that hate Collingwood than love Collingwood. So
I'm gonna be honest, none of us follow football.
yeah, I know. Well, okay. What's a team in
Bro,
the
I
NFL
follow
or the
football.
buff? Are you talking about
I'm-
NFL or
I'm-
Australian football?
I'm into baseball.
Okay,
European.
well, what team in the team in baseball does everyone hate unless they're supporters of them? The Red Sox.
The New York Yankees.
That's it.
New
Yeah,
York Yankees.
Collingwood is the New York Yankees.
So I would rate this a 7 out of 10 because I really like the Raiders. But other than besides that, everything is kind of underwhelming.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like we've gotten to a very bad point where I'm happy that they didn't change a model.
That's fair.
So coming out
I was still
with
rated as 6.
coming out with the release is the Eldari Corsairs. Now, I will say, I wish they would stop doing what they're doing. GW really wants a Craft World in Dark Elder mixed force. They tried to do that with the Yunari, and nobody likes it.
Wait, what?
Now they're trying to do it with the Eldar Corsairs.
Why would you be mixing Eldar with Dark Eldar? That just doesn't make sense.
That again, those are the Raiders. The Raiders
But-
are a mix of Craft World and Dark Eldar.
That doesn't
And
make
to
sense. That's
answer your
called Harlequins.
And to answer your question with the Yunari, that's because the Yunari is formed from both Dark Eldar and Craftworld Eldar, and they follow the Eldar God of Death. That's the faction your Vrain is part of.
Yeah, yeah. No, doesn't make
And
sense.
to sweeten the deal, they brought back one of the Eldar princes.
Prince
I'm
Yuri,
blinking.
yeah.
I don't. Real. First of all, this fucker looks like he's ready to duel. Like, look at that. This is a duel disc.
Hey, guess what I bought yesterday?
What?
A dual disc.
You.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
You.
it's still in its box, man.
Why? You have been blessed with too much disposable income.
No,
So this
I'm
is
smart.
that's definitely not true. This is Prince Uriel. I'm probably fucking that name up. And he
I think you
holds
got it
one of
right.
the Phoenix weapons.
Chaos
Now,
Squads.
to be clear, I know the basics of Eldar lore. I'm not a master in it. From my understanding, this is a Phoenix blade, so it's one of the 5 blades they need to kill Slanesh.
Watch him lose it.
Probably.
Well, so here's the thing: is if I remember right, the last blade is in the Princes of Pleasure's palettes. So that plan kind of seems like a bust. What do you think of his model? I can see they have. I think they have more angles. Yeah, they have more angles. Now, the only customization they have is that weird bare-faced head. And this, again, this is Dark Eldar head. That's a Dark Eldar helmet.
Man, I would love some Dark Eldar head.
No, well, just don't let Lilith give it to you.
Yeah, fair.
What do you think of the model?
I think the model looks pretty cool. Honestly, I think it's a good
I'm going to
model.
be honest. I don't know how to feel about it. I definitely lean more Craft World than I do Dark Eldar. In all of these sort of pirates, kind of feel more Dark Eldar, especially with their armor. Their armor just looks Dark Eldar to me.
Yeah, he does. I agree with that. That's something I probably. Uh no, his helmet looks Dark Eldar. I agree with that. But I do still kind of like. I'd rate
I
him
don't know,
at
man.
8 out of 10 easily.
I don't know much about Eldar lore, actually. I just realized I don't think I've read a single Eldari book. This
Well,
is
then
embarrassing.
just judge it on what you think looks cool or not.
I mean, fucking, he looks like a Drukari low-key with the smile he got looking on. So I'm not sure if there's lore I'm missing as to why he's trying to look so menacing
Yeah,
and
that's
why
a
he
good
has a
question.
banner.
And the other question is, why is he with Eldar Raiders that are Dark Eldar and Eldar? That just doesn't make sense to me.
So from my understanding, Corsairs can be both, and this
Yeah,
is
it
a
doesn't make sense.
Corsairs army.
Yeah, but why would a Phoenix Lord do that? That just no. I'm sorry.
Maybe he was kicked out of his craft world.
No, you can't kick a Phoenix Lord out of his craft world. That's just
That's
not a thing.
I think that's my issue with him. It's like he's a Phoenix Lord, so why is he here?
Yeah.
He was banished or something. How do you
Ah.
banish a Phoenix Lord? Aiden, how do you? I don't. Again, I'm not an
Yeah.
expert in Eldar lore.
You know what? I'll be back. And wait, and he's a prince, not
He's
a
a
Phoenix.
prince, not a.
Ah.
Wait, but doesn't the blade make you a Phoenix Lord?
I don't know. I'll be right back. You guys keep talking.
I
I don't know, man.
I
Yeah, I don't know. Like, how the fuck? Man, I fucking hate Eldar. How the hell do they still have relevant lore, man? The Yanari
there.
have more lore than Iron Hand.
I wouldn't die in the hill. The Yanari have like one book.
How many books? We have a trilogy that is
Wait, what's the
incomplete.
difference between the armor and the? Okay, so you need the Aiden. You need the 5 blades to kill Slanesh. Is there another relic that makes you a Phoenix Lord?
Like,
Honestly, Lord of Cats, with how GW's lore has been written the past few years, that
like
makes
at this point,
more
man,
sense.
like it wouldn't be yeah. Yeah, I don't even.
Here,
That makes sense.
let me. I'm gonna butcher this. I don't know how to spell Phoenix.
Let's see.
I'm an
Dusk
idiot
is
and
a
dyslexic.
yeah, well, we have a brain damaged guy and a guy who just probably has every neurodivergence in the book. So I mean, it's kind of the A team with them. I'm trying to think. Phoenix
Warhammer
Lords never.
40K.
Get the AI the fuck out of the way. Read the fucking wiki like a man. Read the fucking
The
wiki like a
wiki, the wiki has been fucking proven wrong so many times. It's not even funny.
read Lexicanum at that point, because at least they provide.
I go to Lex, dude. The Lex, you know the Pontius, right? I've sent you some of his stuff. The
Yeah.
Pontius has corrected both the wiki and.
Listen, man. They at least provide the books we need to read. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? Path of Cain.
Cain is one of the Chaos Gods.
Do they mean corn?
Thank you for showing up, cats. No, Cain. Cain is the Chaos God of War. Not Chaos. The
Oh, the
Eldar Chaos
Eldar.
God of War. What's this guy's
I
name?
was like, they misspell corn?
I'm just gonna Google if he's a Phoenix Lord or not.
I highly doubt we're gonna get a correct answer right off the bat. I mean, the model just released. Oh, never mind.
Okay, so he's not a Phoenix Lord.
Allegedly. Click on the link. Click on the link that it comes from.
You know what? If you want to fucking micromanage me, you can go suck my dick.
Well, we both know Dusk already does that pretty good, so I think I'll just leave that to him.
Dusk gives the best sloppy toppy.
That's why he's a Space Wolf fan, my friend. Yeah, he's not even... Bro, how many books are on this guy, genuinely? To get a whole model release, he has to at least have a couple, right?
I mean, he's been a significant. Like, I remember seeing this. Yeah, that's his old model.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he's got a couple.
He's got more attention than your Primarch.
I truly do hope you get touched by an older woman.
You say that like be a victim.
Without your consent.
Again, you say that like a. Oh.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Maybe because I lean more craft world than I do. You're
more craft world?
I have in my own craft world army that I need to actually do something with. What I do is like I have a 3D printer, so I 3D printed for somebody, and they just gave me like a small portion of an army, and as I've done more prints, I've just like essentially a random army of elves.
Huh. Okay, well, you're the expert then, because I don't know anything about Eldar. Because
I lean more craft world, and I think that's why I dislike this release so much. Is like, look at these guys. Do they look craft world or do they look?
If you paint them black and add a couple, white streaks, I would think they're Drukhari, I should say.
Yeah, these guys look. So here's my thing: is it looks like they have Drukhari bodies, and then just slap craft world wings on them.
I mean, they could be one of those warlike craft worlders. They exist.
Yeah, but very few craft worlds use this color.
I don't know. Yeah, because
I've only seen this specific color with the dark Eldar. Like even like Ulthway, which is what I'm looking into, is black, not blue.
What are we talking about?
These guys, I think the reason why I don't like them is they just look dark Eldar to me.
They do. Well,
and also you giving
kinda. They look Eldar, but they look too bland. Because Eldar, they normally have like.
So here's my thing. Like, so
let
me pull up the dark Eldar. Let me pull up dark Eldar.
Page not found.
Yeah, for some reason it's linked to the old website.
Yeah, Games Workshop rather than Warhammer.
So like, look at these guys,
Yeah,
the
the
Cavalete
helmet.
warriors.
Yeah.
No, it's not just the helmet. Look at the body armor.
Yeah, no, I agree. What I'm saying is they look like Dark Elder don't look elegant, while Elder look very elegant. And the problem is those wings on them don't look very elegant, and the
I agree
body
with you.
armor looks too choppy.
And then this is what I mean. Look for just the generic troops because that's why I based the other one off. Like, look, it looks like they took like shitty sweeping hawk wings and just
Yeah,
strapped
that's
it
my point.
on
The Strooping
Dark
Hawk wings
Eldar.
look like wings, but the other ones don't.
I'm just
I
kind of
love how I
listening
have
in
to.
on this because Eldar is
I
new to
love
me.
having to go. Like, this is what the standard looks like for Craft World. Like this armor looks nothing like that armor, and I
Yeah.
get they're trying to make a mix, but to me this looks way more Dark Eldar than anything else.
Yeah, no, they just look
So
Dark Eldar.
that's the new Raider special unit.
Maybe we're being biased though. Look up some Craft World models from Forge World, since they're some 30K models I know that they have.
I don't
Because
think they
maybe
have.
we're just
I don't.
maybe
Why are you
it's we're
looking
being too
Forge
harsh.
World?
Okay, well, your brain, kind of looks like it,
Hey,
Well,
sort of.
your brain and
just
the vision
check
are
check check
your
check
Nari.
check check the chat. Someone just bagged out the French. I love it.
Bagged to what?
Bagged out the French.
Uh, okay,
Or in other words, your home country.
kill yourself. There's no way, bruh.
Like look at this is that's Craft. Like Craft World has a distinct look to it.
So one is French and the other is American, pretty much.
No, one's French and the other one's French Canadian. Both of them are insufferable and annoying as fuck. But you just hate the French Canadian more.
Coming from an American, this is really funny.
Have you met someone from
I
Quebec?
assume the
They're fucking
Americans are
assholes.
more. I assume the Craft Worlds are like the Americans, slightly self-centered while living in a bubble.
No.
Well, the problem is the craft world is more like craft. Think of
The
like a
craft the
kingdom, right? Think of a kingdom
Yeah.
in England back in the 1600s. The craft world is the castle. The Dark
Yeah.
Eldar is everyone outside of the castle.
I don't know if I would necessarily agree with that, but we'll just run with that
Well,
analogy.
it's more like they look similar, but they're more choppy, they're more dirty, there's a lot more of them, they're a lot less elegant, they're not formal, they don't speak in a, you know, I'm amazing, I'm better than everyone way, I'm so much smarter
No, they
than
do.
you.
They still do. They still do that.
Yeah, but they do
still
that.
do that.
They do that
So
while doing
that's why I
things
said
I can't say on this stream because I'll get in trouble.
that's why I said the Eldari are the French, and the Dark Eldar are the French Canadian, because
Yeah,
they're
that's
slightly different. They don't speak with as good of an accent, but they still think they're better than everybody else. Every Eldar thinks they're superior to every other creation.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
they
fair.
both think they're better than you. So
Yeah,
don't fuck off with this. Oh, they're Americans.
No, Americans just act like they're better than you. They don't think they're better than you.
Nah, we are better than. I'm fucking with you now.
No, I'm an Oz. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Australia sucks.
Most Americans you're gonna meet are super friendly.
Oh,
So
well, I've met
here's
you
like a
two, and
new.
that's obviously wrong.
Here's like a new like warlock class. I don't really like that helmet. Everything else I
Really?
like.
I don't like the
on the
middle
model.
part in that helmet.
I don't like the bug eyes.
Yeah,
Bug
that's what
eyes
I'm
look
saying.
weird.
If you got rid of the thing in the middle, it'd look fine.
Hey, Dusk. This is
Yes.
gonna sound a little off topic, but do you know why my Discord isn't showing my Iron Hands insignia?
Oh.
Sometimes it takes a while to show up. Maybe you changed the wrong
I
thing.
just realized.
So this
Unable to
this
load.
is
That's
this
why.
is this is not technically Forge World, but it was an old model that was still in resin that they now have in plastic, is the Viper. But apparently, this is actually two kit, because while they were renovating a really good model, they decided to make a really stupid model. They made a vehicle that's meant to be firing a big cannon, but the cannon is pointed backwards. And these whatever they are somehow shoot something to make troops more stealthy.
I would just like to say I find it extremely funny the Ultramarines fan is the one who knows an extensive amount about Eldari. Like, I
Yeah,
think that
well,
should at least be said for the stream.
he's not just
To
role
be
playing, man. He
fair,
literally is an Ultramarine.
to be fair, I just consume Warhammer lore like an autistic person does.
Yeah, like an
Oh,
Ultramarine,
so you're
man.
fucking an elf. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So
I
I
didn't mean
hate
to.
this thing. I hate this on the premise. I hate this on the look.
Yeah, I
But
hate it
again,
too.
this is
Is
why
there
I'm like,
anything that you
I
like
think.
about these models, bro? Like,
Oh,
genuinely?
I
Because I
love
don't
the
think you've said
Viper.
a single
I
positive
love the
thing.
Viper.
Yeah,
I
the
love the
Viper
Viper.
looks nice, except
Yeah, but that's what no. So what I say is, I think I like it because it's craft world. I like the I know white. I like the Warlock. I think the Warlock is 90% good.
yeah, no, the Warlock is good. I could actually replace. Wait, go back up to it, please.
And you can probably just replace the
Yeah,
head.
I've got spare Eldar heads. What I'd probably do is cut out the back and just replace the face part because he looks like a bug. He looks like a Tyrannid. That should be a Tyrannid, not an Eldar.
Maybe he's a Gene Stealer Eldar.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah. That's the lore
And
behind
then
it.
this is again just a repurposed kill team because
Yeah,
they had Corsairs and kill team, and this is just the same kit. But see
yeah,
what I mean? Is they just kind of look like Dark Eldar.
they do. Looking at those, I'd think Dark Eldar. I'd think Dark Eldar that are blue, not Eldar that are blue. Even their weapons look Dark Eldar.
So that's kind of the reveal, and I feel like for me this is like a 4 out of 10. I don't hate it, but it just there's nothing here that really appeals to me.
Honestly, I would give it a 1 out of 10. Because there are current Eldar models that just look way better. And it's not even close. They haven't added anything, they've just made things worse. Make sense? Yeah, like I've got Eldar models in my freaking
no,
shed
but
I could pull out that
the
look
yellow. Aiden, the color is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how their armor looks.
better. Yeah, their armor
So
looks.
I'm talking about armor features.
Sorry.
Like, look, Aiden, look at this helmet. Look at this shoulder. That doesn't scream Craft World. And I think that's just my bias here, is I prefer Craft World. Like, look at the Sweeping Hawks versus these. Their armor is the Sweeping Hawk's armor all have curves on it. It's very curved, very smooth, very soft. This one is very hard edges. It's not very demure. What do you think, Iron Hand?
I don't know. I mean, it just seems like more of the same. You know what I mean?
I
like,
just don't think
okay.
you've looked enough into the Eldar range.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why I did add a disclaimer, because these guys are genuinely my blind spot in the hobby, because I don't know anything about it.
Well, so here the other thing is, remember, I started with Dawn of War, and the three main factions in Dawn of War are Orcs, Eldar, and Space Marines.
Eesh.
So these both lead us into their new campaign books for the end of edition, which is just the same thing as Titus, but set in the Maelstrom.
Okay. Are you gonna make a point, or
No, I'm in the middle of blowing my nose. I'm sorry.
I was so confused. Because you just made a statement on the books.
I mean, I don't know how you want me to finish. It's just this is the campaign, and the campaign is just apparently Huron versus the Eldar character trying to conquer the Maelstrom.
Well, I mean,
And
I've been dying for Maelstrom lore because, in my opinion, Huron's more competent than Abaddon. I said it. Come fight me, please.
I mean, we can have a debate about that. I disagree.
All right,
I
bro.
think the Huron's victories only really come when he has overwhelming force, like when he beat
That
the
is
Nova Marine.
literally how most military commanders will operate.
I get that, but that doesn't mean you're an amazing strategist.
That is literally how strategy is meant to be implemented.
No, that's not. No.
How many
You
Black
realize
Crusades
under
was
that
that?
logic, you're saying that George Washington is a bad strategist because he didn't have overwhelming force.
No.
That's what you just said.
Let it be said that a guy who meticulously knows he has a better chance with overwhelming force.
Well, no, there's
A
a
guy
difference between overwhelming force and breaking the rules to have 6,000 Marines. Like, that's why he got so far in the Badab War, is because the Imperials were operating off of the idea. Well, first of all, their order of operation was that we are fighting a quote unquote allied force that has a minor disagreement. Do not fight violently. That's why it lasted so long. It's because in the early days of the war, they thought Huron was following the rules. Well, it turns out Huron had 6,000 Marines that nobody knew about. And
Well,
he
to
could
be
be
fair,
literally everywhere.
to be
Like people
fair,
are like,
to be
people are like,
fair,
people are like, oh, Huron took on 12 chapters in one. He's a tactical genius. No, the motherfucker had 9 chapters under his command. Okay,
to be
and half of the
absolutely
12
clear,
chapters were not there in the beginning of the war.
for a pirate lord, considering even he had some sway in the negotiations with Abaddon in that one book. God, what was the name of that book? When
He
he
didn't
was
have much
bargaining with
sway.
Abaddon.
Abaddon literally gave him a
It's still a
massive
decent amount.
fucking paperweight.
I mean, if you compare this to other characters, like for instance Talos, who basically got bitch slapped through the warp for even trying to argue with him. The only other
Dude.
characters that come close are the Iron Warriors under fucking Perturabo and a pseudo
Well, so
chaos god. I would say that that's
you want to
a
know the
good
funniest
amount.
part of all this? You want to know the funniest part of all this? Perturabo has expressly stated he likes Abaddon. Like that's the only reason why he supports the Black Legion.
Name the
Because
book. What book was this? What the fuck? Or at least a general idea. I don't want to put you on the spot.
So what happened is when Abaddon is elevated to War Master, he makes a pilgrimage to each Primarch. Pilgrimage is probably not the best word, but he visits each Primarch to get support for his Black Crusades, and all the Legion-specific Primarchs deny him any support, but Perturabo grants him part of his Iron Warriors Legion to help support him in the crusade.
Wait, can we keep moving on? Because I want to get to the female Custodes.
This motherfucker is trying to say Huron is better than Abaddon, and I'm just not having it.
You know what I'm saying?
Factually wrong.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I don't
Well,
care.
either way, they're coming out with these books, and they're going to be invalidated in 6 months. So spend your money wisely. Forge World campaign books were so much better.
Yeah, fair.
It's always the Forge World motherfuckers.
This one is actually one I enjoyed. They apparently are making a Sisters of Battle animation.
Oh, that's sick. I'm so happy about that.
I am indeed happy.
As long as they make them like not weak as piss and not too powerful, I'm happy.
Sorry, I need a second.
He's just coping from the fact that he knows he's in the wrong. You know, he's trying to find lore.
Hey, you know
you
what?
ever like take a swig of something and it goes down the wrong pipe?
Yeah, that's called good head.
And their main villains are like orcs. and I love this picture of a squid. Whenever Illumination is looking at the baddies, this is what I'm imagining he looks like.
My little bro.
But
Makes you sleep at
orcs are the
night.
main bad guys. I have nothing to complain about this except for that it's on Warhammer Plus. I'm not buying Warhammer
Honestly,
Plus.
I am fine with that because it at least shows that they're going to invest in good animations. Because remember the Tithes and in Pariah Nexus, those were some good ones, and I'm glad they're at
Bro,
least,
it's been
continuing in it.
4 years. It's been 4 years.
Listen,
Yeah.
in a fucking hobby where it takes 5 years to get any good lore, I'm willing to wait at
What do
this
you
point.
mean any good lore? What do you mean? Tell me
Wait,
what
I said
plot
lore.
point in 10th
I
edition
meant
that has
animation.
been
Animation.
good.
I meant animation. Freudian slip. Freudian slip. Freudian slip.
Conrad Curtis is definitely not the most reasonable Primarch. So you wanted to look
Well,
at
I mean, he
these.
did have the lowest death count.
Wait, is Codnerd not a Chaos Primarch?
Conrad is a Chaos Primarch.
Conrad Kurz.
Yeah.
So
Isn't
the
he?
thing is technically he is because he sided with Horus during the heresy,
But he's not
but
like.
he was never claimed by one of the Chaos Gods.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm sorry, are we
So
talking
where
about
do you
Conrad
draw?
motherfucking Kurz?
Yes.
Yeah, where do you draw the line? The guy who cried when Gilliman's mom gave him a dressing down.
Okay, so we're talking about the same Conrad Kurz.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's just Night Trap was like Conrad Kurz is the best and most reasonable Primarch. He's a heretic, but
He
not.
does.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I'll give you that. I was just putting chaos as to anything that isn't loyalist because it's me and I'm retarded.
Yeah, like that falls under how you define chaos.
Well, actually,
either way,
if we want to be
dude,
logical
we're trying
about
to
it,
move. I'm trying to move through the show.
sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna ask you a question. I want you to answer. These are the Blood Bowl elves. This is their first thing they showed off for fantasy.
That's kind of cool, but I don't play Blood Bowl. Even though I would like to buy a set, but I also yeah.
Here's my thing: is I like the idea of Blood Bowl because it's still set in the old world and it has a lot of the old world sculpts.
Yeah.
But I feel like I wouldn't like it as an American who knows American football.
Tell me you're American without telling me you're American. I'll go first.
I prefer baseball over football.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to know.
I used to play baseball in Australia. I gotta play the game for Melbourne.
So they're doing like a Zinch release for Age of Sigmar.
Oh, that's cool. See, that's actually cool. I like that. That model looks cool.
I feel like you could use it for a Chaos Cult.
You could actually, yeah.
They never do anything with Chaos Cults, but the miniature doesn't. The miniature doesn't look bad. These are weird. I don't really understand how the spells, because apparently these are spell models.
Yeah.
You could probably even just proxy this as like a demon prince if you wanted.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
It would be interesting. I'd like that.
I mean, it'd make an interesting kit bash, Age of Sigmar with 40k.
Here's the thing: is I feel like this is really good because this is a good like way to get Zinch demons.
And it's also good. It can play in fantasy and 40k.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't ever want to play Age of Sigmar. It's dog shit, but the models look cool. Here. The Thousand Suns finally got a box.
Yeah. But it's got no Marines, obviously, because it's fantasy.
Well, no, the joke is every single one of the Thousand Suns boxes get a whole bunch of the goat men.
Yeah. Who are a pain in the ass in Space Marine 2, but in the board game they suck.
Elves.
He actually looks nice. I like him, except for the fact that he's holding his helmet. I always hate that.
I don't think. Maybe you can get. I'm assuming these are the same model, just two different build variants, but I could be wrong.
Probably. Nah, the
I don't
swords.
know
I'm
Age of
just gonna.
Sigmar. I
I'm
know
just gonna be
enough of Age.
silent.
I know enough about Age of Sigmar that I don't like Age of Sigmar.
Dude.
Yeah, it's missing the upgrade, but in reality, you don't really need the upgrade. Like any
That's fair.
reasonable person is not gonna release.
No, any reasonable person would just not buy them.
I don't know. I kind of like them.
I just don't like Zinch, obviously, because Space Wolves.
That's
Yippee!
weird because you part of the Zinch fuckery. Honestly, Zinch kind of has two legions. He has the Space Wolves and the Thousand Suns.
Well, you know what? Sucks to suck.
No, well, how about you say what you think of these models?
I actually think they look pretty good. But they're not good enough to make me want to collect fantasy. I'm more into the Beast Grave part of fantasy than anything else. So if they released anything new for Beast Grave, tell me.
Right, so there's one more thing they released for AOS. And I just have to say, Tomb Kings, in my opinion, are cooler. But they released some stuff for like the Nagash faction that's not Tomb Kings, whatever the new AOS version of it is. Because it has Nagash in it, but it's just not Tomb Kings.
That's confusing. I don't understand that. It's like releasing Thunder Wolves and being like, oh, it's not Space Wolves. It feels like just a reason to settle another codex. Yeah, no.
And this is
Oh,
the one thing before we get to Team
the
Custodes.
main
Well,
show, yeah.
actually, there's another thing. There's another
Oh,
thing. So he's a super heavy Fellblade with, um, I don't know what. I'm sorry, I'm pulling a blink on it. With the special gun, Volkite. My thing is, I don't really think Heresy needed another tank.
yeah. Neither did I.
Iron Warrior shit is Iron Warrior shit. I'll let slide.
No, it's not
Yeah,
Iron Warriors. It's not Legion specific. Any Legion can take it.
but
It's a
they
load of
painted
war.
it as Iron Warriors.
I
It
mean,
paints.
I was
So
to say I see the insignia of the fourth.
any Legion can take it. The box art for this third edition is the Traders as Iron Warriors, the Loyalist as Salamander.
That's fair. Well,
No,
go
fucking
down
God,
because
dude.
I saw something that I like. So keep going, keep going. Yep, there. Whirlwind missile tank. What the hell?
So I'm kind of mixed. This is canonically breaking the lore as the Razorback was
Ow.
not invented yet.
Well, it doesn't look like a Razorback.
It's effectively is a Razorback.
Yeah, but it looks more like a whatchamacallit. Fuck.
I am never touching
Prototype.
Iron Warriors with non-metallic metal. I'm never fucking doing that.
Yeah, no,
Bro.
I struggle with non-metallic metal in general. So a
I
whole
don't
army
struggle.
like that, no.
I don't struggle with non-metallic metal anymore. I went to Adepticon and took 5 classes on how to paint non-metallic
Well,
metal.
it's more I struggle doing it with extensive models.
It's just too time consuming for me.
Exactly.
This is kind of, here's the thing is I like it because it looks like the retro model. I like rhinos. I like how I can still get rhinos. But I'm not sure it's canonically accurate.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's kind of
Honestly,
like
I'm
using.
I'm
That's
trying to
kind of like
wonder why they
using.
just Because you can use a fucking, if you look up a,
Oh, we're
what's it
back.
called? A tarantula, right?
Yep.
A tarantula sentry gun or an arachnite
Yep.
sentry gun. I feel like this is just the same thing. You know what I mean?
No, this one shoots missiles.
Well, literally,
Those shoot auto guns and lasers.
the purpose is still there. You know what I mean? You
No,
can
this
still
is
get fucking.
no. This is indirect
mean-
fire. This is essentially a Space Marine mortar.
Would it really make that much of a difference in the lore? Is what I'm trying to think. Because anything could realistically go in the lore.
Probably not. But it's kind of like using Mark 8. Like Mark 8 was used by select Space Marines at the siege, and it was a prototype. But it's still weird to see it.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You have you ever played Battlefield 1?
Battlefield 1, no.
Yeah. So the one of the weird things about playing World War 1 is that the most standard troops received like bolt rifles.
Whoops.
But because the developers of Battlefield 1 wanted to include a bunch of prototype weapons, they included a bunch of prototype weapons in the game, and it completely sort of ruined the authentic experience because they were so many people using prototype weapons that was never produced on the mass scale that it sort of like pulled people out of the fantasy. And that's my only complaint here is like we're getting a bunch of stuff that was prototypes that wouldn't number in a lot.
That's fair.
I see.
Well, let's keep going. I reckon. I'm just desperate to get anything like that.
Someone joined at the perfect time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna divide the custody thing in two parts, okay? To be clear, chat, we're dividing it in two parts. The first part we're talking about right now is purely model design. And then the next page we'll be talking about lore. And I am going to sit back for this one because I have, well, at least for the design portion, I have made my thoughts clear in my own live stream.
I made a
Rank
whole
by
video
bloody
about it.
So here's the box set. You get 15 miniatures for $200. Here's the Custodian Guard. And now what they've done is split the Custodian Guard into two separate units. So you no longer can build shield, from my understanding, it could be wrong, you're not going to be able to do sword and board and the spears. You now have to buy two separate units.
That sucks.
So here's the ones with the spears.
Where's the trigger?
And what are you talking about?
There's no trigger for the
What
gun.
Don't you know that you just firmly grasp the spear, and that's how you shoot a gun?
What? So you're gonna firmly grasp the spear while swinging it, and it's gonna be shooting while swinging it, and you're gonna do friendly fire.
No, there's a psychic link in their armor that magically
Oh, so
links to
if
the
they're
spear.
standing next to Sisters of Silence, they can't shoot their guns anymore. Is that what you're saying?
What? No, these are the Sisters of Silence.
No, they're not.
What's the Sister of Silence?
You know, what do you mean? What is a Sister of Silence?
Clearly, these are Sisters of Silence. Look
They're
at
not-
their legs. Their
they're not-
legs are just
no.
Sisters of Silence
No,
legs.
no, they're not.
So there's your Sisters of Silence representation.
No Sisters of Silence legs are thick. They're like thicker than a freaking bodybuilder who's just does his legs.
Well,
I
you want to
think
know
you've
the
seen
funny?
actual bodybuilder.
So you want to know something funny?
What?
I'm hoping I can find it because I found it and I forgot to pull up.
Don't open your secret website.
Yeah, femboys.com. Okay. Let's see how long it takes him to find what he wants to find. Hey, look, it just looks like Stormcast legs.
That's that. I'm trying to look for a good photo, but you got the point.
Yeah, it's
They
literally
just look like
Stormcast
Stormcast
legs.
Eternals. Here, look. They just look like Stormcast Eternals. The proportions are just Stormcast
Oh my
Eternal proportions.
fucking god, they're literally Stormcast Eternals.
Yeah,
I had a better. I have a better one. You want? I can.
I was
you know,
about to
DM
say,
it.
there's a reason they looked so
I'm
off
gonna.
to me because they looked like something I've seen before.
yeah, their legs their legs don't look like 40k legs. It looks like fantasy legs, which just doesn't make sense because they're Custodes. But on top of it,
Here,
they're not even.
I have a better one. I have a better reference from my phone. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, they do look ugly. Stormcast Eternals look ugly. That's why no one collects them except for people who want to get into fantasy.
Here's the
And
thing:
buy
is
the starter
I
pack.
want to do a video fixing them because I think we could. I think I could fix Stormcast Eternals. That's the photo I had for reference of them. Literally, these new Custodes are just AOS.
Yeah, that's just. I don't know.
So moving back here, these are the Sword and Board versions of them.
Yep. So it sucks again. They all look really stupid. A tank,
Tank
don't
out of
care.
plastic, kind of nice. Tank
Don't
out of
really
plastic,
care.
kind of
Custody
nice.
tanks just don't really matter. That's probably the only thing I like. The Dreadnought I do actually like a lot.
Do you like the dick tassels? That wasn't on the original one.
Just cut them off.
I like them.
You know, hey, there's no more dick tassels.
Custodes are one of the few models I actually had the money to collect, so honestly,
Oh, so you
I
love the
like
Shield
them.
Captain. The Shield Captain looks amazing, right?
No,
I think the Shield Captain looks nice.
it looks ugly.
Yeah, the Shield Captain. Yeah, so nice.
I'm chill with them Custodes. They look cool. Ish.
Yeah, Pathiosa does look like Tau tanks, don't they? Now that you think about it.
So now that you guys have seen just the standard troops, I'm gonna take a step back and let you guys go.
What, you want me to talk about how stupid the design is?
I need to fill up the airtime somehow.
Yeah, well, okay. We'll do it. Okay, so one, that shield just doesn't make sense at all. They don't do triangle shields ever. It's always been shorter, bulkier shields because they're freaking Custodes. On top of it, that vent. What is that vent? It looks like someone's screaming. It's looked like one of those screaming masks from one of those horror movies, and it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't look too bad, man. It doesn't look too bad.
Yeah,
I want to
but
defend the Femme Custodes here. Let me play devil's advocate.
I'm fine with you playing devil's advocate because
Go ahead, play devil's advocate.
I'm not complaining about the Femme Custodes yet. That comes with lore.
No, I'm complaining about the Femme Custodes from the way it looks. It doesn't look
design. Right. Why are we going from? Because you've seen the old models. You own the old models.
Yes. Yeah.
Why are we going from 2 to 1?
My understanding is for 2 reasons, right? 2 reasons. One, it makes it easier to identify for like new players, and 2,
so new
I
players
guess it's an aesthetic change.
So new players should supersede old players. Got it. That's your stance, right?
Oh my god.
Well,
we both know they've done this before, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's right.
Talked about this.
Just because they do something before, just because Games Workshop fucked something up once does not make it okay.
They will find a way to whip it out and fuck it up again. Is all I'm gonna say. So the most we can do.
That's not defending them.
Illumination. The Femme Custodes are not going to let you hit. There is no reason to play devil's advocate.
These are the ones genuinely collect and I actually like, so of course I'm going to at least play devil's advocate, bro.
Okay, well,
and for the record,
you're acting like I don't have a Custodes army too. I have too many armies.
Here's the thing though. I'm broke. All right. Secondly,
hey,
they are not
can
my
I ask
style.
you something?
Sisters of Battle forever.
Can I ask you something, Lumined?
Yeah.
Why do they have outward protrusions on segmented armor?
What do you mean?
Well, look at this guy here. He has clearly stylized stuff on segmented armor, but the
How's
point
he
of
meant to bend
segmented
forward?
armor is it covers over. So how is it going to bend forward or bend backwards if they have stylized stuff on the segmented armor?
Honestly, yeah, I can't defend that. You
Yeah.
got me
Anyway,
there. I don't
scroll
really
down.
know how
Scroll
they're
down.
meant to
Hey
move.
hey
Scroll
can I
down.
ask you something else? Why did we change from having stylized Aquilas on our shins to now just being Stormcast Eternal shins?
Yeah, I guess they kind of do look like Stormcast Eternals.
Kind of,
Honestly,
kind of, kind of, kind of, kind of,
oh
kind of,
shit! I didn't
kind
notice.
of.
I didn't notice. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
why the fuck do we have a fucking? I'm sorry,
What
this
the
is
Yeah.
so
I'm beginning.
fucking bad.
Wait,
Why do we have
wait.
this on
I'm
a bare
beginning to just
head?
really wanted Mr. Silent.
Is that like drilled into his head or some shit?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
cool. Anyway, scroll down to the female custodian again for me, please.
Oh, you mean the Golden Girls?
Yeah,
Because we have
Golden Girl.
Grandma
That
right
one. This
here.
one. Why does she look like a man?
Yeah. Hey, can I ask you something? Because
Yeah.
like when you look at female knights' armor, you can clearly tell it's a woman-based armor. I mean, look
Yeah.
at Joan of Arc's armor and then compare it
Well,
to men.
okay. Just look at the
Why
Sisters of Battle. Look at the Sisters of
look
Silence and the Sisters of Battle. They look
look
like
at
women.
this? Look at this. Can you tell me what gender they are?
No.
Man, GW genuinely can't fucking win. When it came to Sisters of Battle and then fucking boob armor, everyone was bitching at it. Now that they have flat armor that's more historically accurate, everyone's mentioning it, bro.
That's not
Like,
true. That's not true. I literally just cited Joan of Arc. She
Yeah.
had boob armor.
Joan of Arc had boob
What
armor.
you
Joan of Arc is
talking
one
about?
person. She's
Yeah, no.
one person, nigga.
Stop. Can I actually explain the history behind it? Because it always
Well,
depended.
you know you can't use that word on the live stream.
The history. No. Okay, just stop. Listen, right? So the fact of the matter is, the people that had knight's armor were rich, right? So people that just had generic armor, especially women that had generic armor, wouldn't be able to afford to get it customized to their figure, right? That's one of the big things. And if you look around in real life, most girls don't have D cups, which means they don't really need to get something adjusted. C cups, maybe B cups and A cups, you don't really need to get it adjusted because the armor's already off you enough that it's not going to hurt to get them pushed against your body, right? It's the same way men wear cups when we play baseball, you know?
Yeah.
Because you want to protect
we wear
it.
cups for protection.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
They
UFC, yeah. Or UFC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
but if your cup's too tight, it fucking hurts.
yeah. So what they could do if they wanted to do stuff, they could be like, oh yeah, for a female custody to be a custody, they need to have their boobs cut off and they need to be implanted with all this crap to become a female custody that's just weaker than a male custody. But that's law stuff.
thing is-
so whatever. That's a later thing.
We're not. We're touching on lore. My thing is, it just the armor looks like shit. I don't like it. Comparing it to what we had before. And my argument's going to be they just did Stormcast. Like that's why I made the clear divide. Because
Well,
we can have all these lore discussions later. The lore discussions are a deep, integral conversation that you have to have, where it's like, does canon really matter? Does it not? Like, there's like seven level questions. What we're looking at now, does it look good or better than what we had? And if it doesn't look as good or better than what we had, there's no fucking point for it.
It looks worse than what we had. It doesn't look any better than what we had.
I would argue it looks worse.
Yeah, it looks way worse. Like, it's not even close.
I haven't been looking at the chat this
Wait,
whole
wait,
time.
quick thing. You know the worst part? You know the worst part about this whole design? It's
What?
standing on a rock! Why do all models have to stand on a rock? Give me something else, please! Why don't you pose ready
Yeah,
to...
no, I feel you.
So
At this point, you
to
might as
defe-
well just get that shit.
so to be devil's advocate with him, I think this dreadnought looks amazing.
It does.
The
It looks
tank
amazing.
looks excellent. And it's good that we're moving them to plastic. I work with Forgewood a lot. I work with 3D models a lot.
They
I'm
suck.
fine working with resin and plastic. But it is easy. I'm fine working with resin. It is a hell of a lot easier
Plastic.
to. Sorry, I get Cookie Monster fucking just threw me for a loop.
What? What did Cookie Monster
Plastic.
do?
Look at the chat.
Which part?
Womankind.
Yeah.
Of womankind.
Yeah. Yeah, the dread is contempt. Yeah, that's a contempt dread, but it's a special.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah.
So again, look here. It has 2 vents.
Instead of just one combined.
Yeah.
One big vent would make more sense than 2 vents.
No, 2 vents make more sense than 1 vent because
No, one big.
It's what?
So no, as in connect them. Make it that big, but
No.
connected.
No. So it's just like how your PC works. Having multiple fans pull the heat better than having one. So that's why it makes more sense to have multiple vents.
Okay,
because
that's
the
fair.
vents are supposed to be expelling heat.
That's
so I
fair.
ask you again, Lumination. Why do we move to one vent?
Hear me the fuck out. All right, hear me the fuck out.
I can say it's because girls are cold blooded.
You know what? You know,
Counterfract they have 2 vents.
we can't even talk shit though, because one, right?
They do.
I'm willing to bet money. Right? There has to be a pattern of Terminator, like the fucking proto-Terminator that was used literally before the Great Crusade, or the fucking Indomitus.
Wait, stop.
Proto.
Saturnine?
Not the Saturnine, not the massive shoulder. If you Google proto-Terminator Dreadnought.
Yeah, wait, stop.
40K.
You're talking about proto Terminators. These aren't protos. They've had this armor for over 10
also,
that's
this
kind
is,
of my issue.
You
have to understand that the
customized.
Custodes armor is made specifically for them. The same way they are individually created. So I don't want to get into the lore.
No, the armor still has a standard template, but it's been customized. So, for example, you can't take Space Marine armor and put it on a guardsman. They have to go through the process to be created. But there is standardization.
Why does the chapter master of the Space Shark? Why does the chapter master of the Space Shark have Terminator breastplate so big they had to?
Because he's the exception, not the rule. He is the exception, not the rule.
We're clearly breaking exceptions with this model release.
So I actually agree with you, because if I remember right, the Saturnine actually have, well, it's a mix. Because if you look at like Abaddon the Spoiler, he's in Saturnine plate.
To the Saturnine.
If you look at Saturn, if you Abaddon's armor, he's in Saturnine plate, and it is technically one big fan, but it's also divided. I'm trying to find. Please show me. What the fuck is it? Yeah.
360. It does look fucking stupid. You're right. Yeah. See, there's 2 fans. 1, 2.
1, 2.
Let me pull
wow, I didn't know that.
Let me pull
1,
up
2,
Abaddon's
3,
model.
4. Abaddon. I've got his model in my hands. Give me a second. He has 2 fans.
I own his model.
Abaddon.
Actually,
I got his old metal model.
It's like.
And
it's like 2 fans, but combined into one.
No, it's 2 fans with like a thing in the middle breaking them apart. So it helps it go in 2 separate directions.
How are you able to know that?
Because I
built his model. I built his model.
No, I just cut the cape off.
Corvus pattern armor. Look at Corvus pattern armor for a second. I want to check something.
My fucking god. Corvus pattern has the 2 vents.
You know what?
Wait, it does?
Yes! Corvus is Mark
There's
6!
no way. Shit, at this point, you might as well just say the Custodes got it revamped. Like, I don't have any.
Also,
don't
even
have
with
any
the cape,
arguments.
I'm pretty sure you can still see the vents.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's fucking.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this
Because he has a
website.
cape. I was kind of confused.
Yeah, right here.
Oh,
See, so it's
wait a
kind
minute.
of one vent, but
That's
it
kind
has
of
a
one.
separation.
No,
It's
it's got
kind of one.
It's separated through the middle. It's separated through the middle.
But there's still a separation.
Yeah, I'll be back.
So
Screw you guys.
it's still technically two.
At this point, go to the fucking shield captain. Go to the shield captain model. Go to the fucking Adeptus Custodes shield captain model. There has to be one vent.
Of the current 40k stuff.
Yeah, for the Custodes. If not, the Alaris pattern Terminator armor for the Custodes. I know
I
there's at
will
least one fucking model.
Well,
I
so-
know.
If I go, so here's the issue. If I go to the 40k stuff, it doesn't include Forge World. Do you want me to include Forge World?
Fuck it, I say we do it.
I don't think you're right, but I'm willing to go through this with you.
There has to be at
Telling
least
something
one.
Emperor. Oh, fuck off. This website's annoying.
Is it not loaded?
No, it loaded, but it gave me one thing. Because I Talon. So
I
here's
can just look
a
at the
shield
shield
captain from Forge World.
Because there's more creative vision in Forge World, I've noticed. Or freedom, not vision. What the?
Sorry, I'm trying here. I fucking hate.
No problem. Take your time.
Fuck.
What the fuck? I can't turn things because I'm retarded.
No, the website. So look, I literally turn and I go all the way. See.
Yeah. Oh no, you clicked the wrong button. You have to try again. Screw up a million
Yeah,
times.
that's
Why
too
don't you
advanced.
turn towards the right where you have more room? You know you can click, turn a little bit, let go of it, and then keep doing that.
That's what I'm trying to do. There's two vents. We've seen two vents on the
There's two
fucking
vents.
model.
Anyway,
Two vents.
let's go
I'm the
back.
shield captain from
Let's-
Forge World. There's two vents on the one from 40k. There's two vents on the Custodian Guard.
Let's go back to the female Custodes.
Here.
Honestly,
Aquila pattern Terminators.
Where's the closest bridge, and can I jump off it?
you don't get to die.
Why not? It's half the fun.
There's two on the Terminators.
Yeah, there's two on the
there's
Terminators.
two of everything outside of the female ones for some stupid reason. Anyway, keep scrolling down.
Okay. All right, that's I will concede defeat even the Captain General model.
Just look at her face. She looks like a man.
Oh no,
See that?
I actually kind of like
That
the
is
head, but I
interesting.
like the head ironically. Like, I would love to get 3 of these heads and like make a Golden Girls.
Good question. Oh wait, 1987.
Like the Golden
Golden
Girls TV show.
Go to my Instagram and look up the most recent video that I posted. It literally talks all about that. It's stupid. So I'm responding.
Well, so here's my thing: is we didn't out of the Custodians range. What was the one thing that needed an update? The Sisters of Silence, and then they release. I would say
Listen,
Sisters of Silence need an update more than Iron Hands.
Well, look. Night Trap. My YouTube should be uploading that cool. Like 2 days, I think.
These look cool. I've always liked these models. But again, there's no trigger on this gun. There's no trigger. How the fuck are you shooting?
I do like those, though.
I don't know.
I've always liked them.
The tanks are just tanks. No one cares.
I like the tanks. But that's because I wanted to get tanks, and they've always been Forge World resin. And I don't mind working with Forge World resin. It's just too expensive. It's really hard to get my hands on.
Quick thing. I think we need a ban Cookie Monster. He wants more Ultramarines.
I think Cookie Monster is our greatest fan that we've ever had. And is a
greatest
fucking
ally, yeah.
legend.
There are no
There
female
are no
tanks.
female tanks.
I am entirely willing to put aside my hatred for the wolves if me and you can kick the Ultramarines out. I am willing to parlay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm willing to
I
parlay.
said that from day one. I like Iron Hands more than
Okay.
I like Ultramarine.
Okay. If you kick me out, I'm taking the name because it was my name first.
No, we didn't say we're kicking you out. We're kicking out Ultramarines because fuck Ultramarine.
Yeah, I'm an Ultramarine.
Yeah, so we'll just bag you out.
So
when you say something.
here's how they entered. We're moving to lore now. Here's how they justified this change in lore. Is Custodes a new thing? Well, yes, but no. Up until this point, the few Legiones and Adeptus Custodes miniatures we have seen without heads have obviously been male, and the rest have been so armored that it's hard to tell. The new range is a mix of both male and female.
I'm actually gonna kill myself.
Wait, could you do me a favor quickly?
Yeah.
You've got Instagram on your computer, right?
It'd be easy to find you on YouTube. Is it up
Oh
on YouTube?
no,
or is it
no,
up on
no,
Instagram?
no! It's only on Instagram.
I'll see if I should have it. I'm not sure I'm logged in. I'm not logged in, and I'm not gonna log in.
That sucks. Can you do it without logging in?
I don't think I need the direct link to do it without logging in.
Give me a second. How about this? I will share my screen. Oh, I don't have it. Actually, I don't have it either. God damn it.
Well, just put the link in the chat.
Oh, yeah, that's good point.
So they've now expressed that Space Marines can only be male, but lore-wise, so I suppose Custodes are not Space Marines. This is wrong because according to the older lore that we have been told, that the Space Marines are just a mass-produced version of the Custodes. That's why they are not as good as the Custodes, because they take a lot less investment than the normal Custodes.
Can we please just get to the lore, bro?
Well, yeah, no, quickly.
I'm talking about the lore right now!
Stop. Just watch this video. We'll play this video. It's essentially my view on the Sisters of Silence, and then we'll go back and yeah, you're gonna have to start off from the beginning, obviously.
The Sisters of Silence have.
Marines are disposable. Yes, they are disposable. But you know what isn't disposable?
I wanted more
Noble
Sisters of Silence.
Terra women.
And stronger Sisters of Silence. The Sisters of Silence have so much potential. Like, how about Cole makes an exosuit that is powered by the warp? That would completely and utterly mentally destroy anyone who wears it. Except for, wait for it, the Sisters of Silence. They are blanks. Use them. Make them stronger. The suit can be a buff to their speed and strength without some.
Why'd you pick that picture?
That ruins any sort
I think we
of
both
system
know why he
or
picked that photo, my friend.
Fucking gooner.
Hey, keep watching.
Then when it comes to the tabletop, give them an 8-inch move, free toughness, free strength, 2 wounds, a 6+ leadership, and a free OC. A free plus invulnerable save, and some blank rule that gives them -1 to hit for anyone within 12 inches.
Make it more than 12. Make it 16 or 18.
Combat.
Yeah.
And
Most
complete
psychic spells are that
immunity.
long.
People get uncomfortable when looking at them. You think they'll be able to look at them when firing a shot? In close combat, their execution blade can have 4 attacks with 2 weapon skill, free strength, -2 AP, and 1 damage. They can be objective queens, like they are in lore. Stronger than the average Space Marine, but weaker than a Custode. However, they can hold objectives better, like they do in lore.
And look, nobody complains about the boob armor.
GW only cares about
Get the fuck up.
bullshit and doesn't even consider their current lore. Give me more Sisters of Silence models, please.
And
Yeah.
notice how they had segmented armor with nothing on the segmented armor.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Also, I need to know how long did you research for photos?
Oh, not long.
Are you sure? Because
No,
my money is.
literally just look up Sisters of Silence, and that's one of the first photos that comes up.
Okay. Continuing to talk about the lore. Custodes not space marines. That's wrong because we know the process are similar, not the same. Essentially, the difference is. Let me finish.
Go back.
One. What?
Repeat that sentence one more time.
The the custodians are not space marines.
Okay. What did you say in response to that?
They're similar, not the same. The different. Let me finish before, because I knew you're gonna hop on the point of they're not the same. You say that one is using the Emperor's DNA to enhance human DNA. One is using a Primarch's DNA to enhance humans' DNA.
What? Wait, sorry, say that again. I'm lost.
The
Okay, so I'm
Emperor,
not the only one.
in the process of creating the Custodes,
Yes.
imbues them with his DNA. And we know this because the Grey Knights and the Custodes, when they are having a pissing match, have both expressed they carry the Emperor's DNA.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's been stated by Call that the process to create a Custode is basically a work of art, and the creation of a Space Marine is a mass-produced version of a Custode.
Yeah, well, check the chat.
They fucking do use the Emperor's DNA. It's expressly stated that they have the Emperor's gene seed.
Specifically his seed, which is a little scary to what? Okay, Night Trap. Okay.
They have his white material. Erdo wasn't the only one who got that.
That's what I'm hearing. Okay, bro. Okay, let's just relax. Let's
What?
relax.
That's what he's hearing. Yeah, that sounds like GW.
Okay, well, you're kind of forgetting the important part of this lore.
Actually, wait. To be fair, I'm going to play devil's advocate. No, I'm going to be
reading.
Just give me a second. I'm going to play devil's advocate for GW thinking, making the Emperor a tranny, which is technically, if we're going to be logical about this, the Emperor can make himself look however the hell he wants to anyone.
Exactly.
So he could make himself look like a woman to someone if he wanted to.
I am so fucking glad that we are not drunk for this conversation.
I am drunk for this conversation. I don't know what you're talking about.
I specifically made sure not to drink because I knew I would be leading the conversation. Other than the obvious points that they're both gene-enhanced warriors, even though we've expressly stated that there is a genetic connection there, that's like saying Windows 8 is not related to Windows 11.
Okay, but then the issue with the argument of
they are similar, but let me finish. Let me finish.
Let him finish. Oh my god!
I will read this out, and then you can respond to it.
Let him finish, Lumination.
Is that okay?
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Okay, you will have your time to defend it. You will have your time to defend the choice. I respect you enough to let you defend it. Custodes are not space marines, other than the obvious point that both.
Let him finish.
Custodes are taken as infants and recrafted by ancient science. The process is arcane, bespoke to each individual, crafted by the Emperor himself, until the whole Horus Heresy thing went down, which means the Emperor no longer creates the custodian specifically by himself. Now they're going right here, instead of in a codex or book, specifically addressing the fact that the first black book, written by Alan Bly, who created Heresy 1.0, was the first one to expand on the talent of the Emperor, said there was only sons of noble houses taken. They say some of them it's all about symbolism and authority, which isn't true. It was all about practicality. So these unification patriarch houses had passed their their kingdoms down to their firstborn sons, who had been taken. Not true. The kingdoms remained. They houses, and this is a logical inconsistency again, and they're remade as guardians of the emperor. This is still true, but that's not the only source of recruitment. Other methods have been equally overt or more secretive. Noble daughters could have been taken, and at some point you run out of noble houses. Now you can respond.
Are
Here,
you sure?
let me finish. Let me finish the full quote. Even
my
after
fucking-
you've conquered all of Terra, no, because I just noticed something else that's really important. The inexorable war machine of the Imperium still requires a constant churn of recruits. Now you can respond.
Are you sure?
Illumination? You can go, Illumination.
Okay. I agree with 80% of what you said. Okay. Are we on the same page with that?
What do you agree with?
That yes, the first book made it as Jesus, what was the name of the book again?
So the first heresy sort
you
of like
mentioned.
book is
Yeah,
so
the
what it
first
is
heresy book.
the heresy. You have
I
the
forgot
Black
name of
Library
it.
books, and then you have the actual heresy first edition, and those are referred to as the black books because the cover was black.
Okay, wait.
And they were
Well, as
created
I
by
said,
Forge
I don't
World.
have the physicals, but like those books specifically was actually what I did read.
Wait, guys,
And
quick thing. Check the chat. Do you agree with Cookie Monster?
The Black Templars just want
our
more
beloved.
powerful.
Okay, bro. Whatever you say.
You know
bro.
how they're getting it. They're getting it orally.
Oh my god. The Black Templars just want more powerful gene seed by gaining it straight from the source, the Emperor. At this point, just make them milk the Femstodes, bro.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Jesus fucking.
That's a good question.
No,
Did
What I
return
was
to your
trying,
point. Return to your point. This is
what I was
discussion.
trying to
It's a
say,
very
right,
important discussion.
is that I'm seeing a lot of people say that they shouldn't exist one for another, but like let's assume that they do exist, which there is no technical lore reason why they can't because they are gene crafted specifically for them, and there's
So-
no direct lore that says from the
Can-
Emperor's seed that he requires male.
Can I respond to that? Can I respond to that?
Yeah, sure.
No.
There is nothing saying explicitly that it can only be men like there is for spacemen, right? However,
Mhm.
tell me one line of lore where it expressly says it can happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
I
fucking
can't-
Primarch project. Malkador suggesting we make them female. Do
No,
you honestly
no.
think?
No,
with
that
that
doesn't
suggestion in
fucking
mind?
count. That doesn't fucking count because remember,
Are you
the
shitting me?
Emperor. Let me finish. I love Malkador. I have an army for Malkador. Okay. Remember, the Emperor laughed at him thinking he was joking. Clearly, the Emperor who created the project knew more about the project and understood the gene therapy way more than Malkador did, thought it was so erroneous and outside of the realm of possibilities of an idea that he physically laughed at him.
Hang on a second. Was it literally because it was too much for the Emperor of all people, or literally because he thought it was a bad idea? Because I've heard two of those things, and I
So
don't
it's not
remember enough about
expressly
the
it's not expressly clear because
you.
we have, let me finish. We have one throwaway line that says, "The Emperor laughed. He thought it was a joke. I was not joking."
This is the same guy willing to glass the planet because he thinks it's the greater good. You honestly think that he wouldn't at least be able to reconsider?
I think the Emperor specifically designed the things he designed with specific intention in mind.
Yes.
And it makes
Okay.
no sense that the Emperor would design a custodian template, because that's what he did,
Okay.
and then and we know he designed the custodian template because they continued to create custodians after he died.
Okay.
He would design something and then add in elements he didn't want into it on purpose.
Okay.
So I
Can I
ask
respond to
again,
that?
where is the explicit proof
Can I respond to
that
that?
would suggest? Can I? I'm going to finish because my brain's going faster than my mouth. There is
Thank you.
nothing in lore said by the Emperor that explicitly stated that he created female custodies, and every single piece of information we have ever been given says to the contrary. Since we've had no suggestions of it being a possibility, and all the evidence, while circumstantial, says the quite opposite of the information, I tend to
Well, here's
lead
the
on
thing.
that would be true. If
Well, for
7
starters,
pieces of evidence tell me this is the truth, despite the fact that it's not 100% guarantee, I'm going to land on the 70% correct.
well, here's the issue with that thinking, right? This is assuming that the emperor is relatively straightforward, which we can assume. For a guy who's lived for 30,000 years, his parenting was objectively the most dog shit in fiction.
That's
All
because they
right.
weren't parents. They were tools. He was meant to. It's literally expressed by Malkador, expressly stated by Malkador, the person you're citing, that and Constantine Valdor, that the Emperor's seed was not meant to use to create sons. They were meant to use to create generals. Malkador even asked the Emperor, "Why do you let them call you father?"
Can I respond?
Yes.
I never said that they were directly his progeny. Furthermore, literally at the end of the new End in the Death volume books, it was literally stated that he grew to accept some of them as his sons, firstly. So it clearly shows that his opinion can change, at least limitedly, right? Over time, we can agree on that, at least a little bit.
I don't. The issue is then we're going to get in the debate of which canon should supersede which canon, because I'm going to
Oh
be able
my
to cite you stuff
fucking!
that says that's the complete
Just
opposite.
quick thing. I have
I
had
didn't even get to finish.
drinking too much, so I've hit the seal. So I'll be right back.
I swear to Christ Almighty.
No,
Can I at
you
least
asked
just
me if I agree with you, and I answered the question. I didn't cut you off.
No, I meant like I meant with Dusk, but I was saying so we know one, he can change his opinion. That is my first point, all right? Secondly,
Can
we
I
can agree that
interject?
the Emperor is fine.
Because I'm going to make the interjection of, I think he can change his opinion, but then we also have to factor the inconsistency with the heresy of having different writers who view the Emperor in different ways.
No offense, right? But if we were to go with that chain of logic, it would also be very difficult for us to narrow down which writers we should at least listen to. You know what I mean?
Well, no.
Because
So
at
what I
that,
mean is, for example, Dan Abnett has expressly stated he views the Emperor as a misguided father, versus ADP, who has expressly stated on his Twitter that he negatively views the Emperor. And whenever we have ADP writing the book, he makes the Emperor come across as a massive asshole. But when we have when you have Bowden, not Aaron, that's Aaron Dempsey Bowden, when you have Dan writing him, he comes across as very different. And that makes a character very inconsistent. So when you then start to cite things, you then have the question of, well, what's the intention of the writer here?
all right, but like here's the issue though. We'll just be going into Dan Abnett's supremacy zone. Like low key. Trying to either justify a writer or trying to basically claim that one writer who came after another writer didn't agree with the previous writer, so therefore their take may be
That's
invalid, which I think
that's that's my argument. I'm going into that
don't hear me
because we
wrong.
know
Hear me out.
the
Hear me out. Hear
original
me out.
lore was written one way, and now we have expressly stated from people who did. Because remember, Alan Bly publicly said ADP wanted female custodies for years, has stated publicly. Alan Bly stated to ADP publicly that he was fundamentally wrong fundamentally wrong with his lore interpretation and letting his own personal beliefs go ahead of writing the lore.
Okay, but then here's the issue, right? We run into the issue with authors. It's always been the issue with 40k lore. I'm not disputing with you there. But for the topic of Custodes, right? If we dwell too much on that, we won't be actually answering the issue on hand, which is we have the lore that has not been canceled, at least for the most part by the community, is largely accepted by the company, and is already basically had provided like the lore is literally already there. Either we ignore it or we accept it, and then
No,
see
but
what
but what
happens
I'm
as to
saying,
whether or
what
not
I'm
it is
saying
going
is, what I'm saying is they are writing the lore to change the lore.
Yes, but here's the thing: we've already
Like they
established
literally
changes.
stated.
The
No,
lore changes.
let me. They literally expressly stated that yes, they take the sons of noble houses, but there may be more because you run out of sons. No, you fucking don't. Okay, you're going to run out of sons faster if you take the women that you need to breed to make more of them. Okay, you need at
Okay.
least a 30 to 70 population ratio to keep generational healthy. If you're taking female Custodes and male Custodes, you then have population going down of noble houses. Furthermore, the emperor expressly stated he doesn't want the super soldiers to be able to breed or take over. His goal was to have humanity get into the webway and create a new humanity first empire where normal humans would rule it. Why creating, if he created female Custodes and then male Custodes, that creates a route for breeding, and that would expressly go against what the emperor wanted.
Again,
Furthermore,
I think we're reading
his
too deep into this to interject because
but
we literally
reading
have
too
no.
deep, these are the important questions that happen when you change lore. You can't just you can't just argue a fallacy of unimportance. This is important.
This is a slippery slope, in my opinion, because we have no lore that says that they can directly breed. You know what I mean? It's like the
Well,
argument.
but there's nothing that said they can be female.
No, we literally just agreed, or at the very least came to a reasonable conclusion, that the emperor can either one, change his opinion, or
Well, no, the
two,
emperor changing his opinion doesn't change facts. We don't expressly have any evidence that he could create female Custodes. We have Malkador, who's not the gene scientist, who did not create the Custody project, who had no info about it, saying that he wanted females. That's the surmounts of evidence.
to be fair, we don't really know the emperor's reason for rejecting Malkador other than thinking it was a joke. So I think you're taking a bit of a stretch here, is my point.
So
Because for the most part, right, the emperor is
saying the emperor
largely.
laughed at him, and saying no is a stretch. But retconning 40 years of lore is not the stretch.
I'm saying that if we look at the grand scheme of this hobby existing since the fucking 60s, 70s, 80s,
They
they've
didn't exist in
retconned
the
the
70s
shit.
and 70s and
Well, to
80s.
be
They
fair,
existed
if
in
you
the 80s. They didn't
they
exist in the
did,
70s and the
they
80s.
existed as like black soldiers in like the original, like if you know that original piece, God, what the fuck was it? The original piece of Sanguinius Horus and the Emperor, that one very iconic piece, right?
Yeah.
Those were the OG custodians. Those black little soldiers next to the emperor. Those were the quote unquote custodians.
Hey, let me
Literally.
ask you something. Has the bolter changed how it works
Oh my god.
since third edition? Has the fundamental building blocks of the universe changed since third edition? Not really. Literally, one of the biggest complaints from third to seventh edition is that the setting was stagnant. Okay, there's a difference between first and second edition where Rick Priestley expressly stated, we're just throwing shit at the wall to try to make a cruel setting, versus what they did later on where they brought in Blanche and created a bunch of new settings to try to make the setting they had created logically consistent. Because remember, in the first edition, The Ultramarines had a half-elf librarian, and yet they existed in a xenophobic empire that wanted to destroy all the elves. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that is a good argument. But you are forgetting, we are literally no longer in first to seventh. While the
No,
core
what
tenets remain,
no.
you can
So when
literally
I'm
still
arguing,
change the.
Is that you third to seventh is what made Warhammer. That is Warhammer. First and second isn't Warhammer. That was sort of brainstorming ideas of what it was. It was Star Wars before George Lucas's wife came in and cut it into what Star Wars is today.
Basically.
And then I'm arguing for the evolution of lore, not retcons. So if you want to do a storyline where the 10,000 have lost so many at the gate and now have lost so many that they're down to maybe 1,000 Custodes and they need to desperately recruit, so they're going to take females in today on a wild gambit to try to pay it off, and the debt's going to come later when they don't have any more recruitment pool. That's very different than just saying, well, they've always been here. You just didn't see them. They've been in the background the whole time. You just didn't know they were here.
Because the thing is, right, the Emperor at the end of the day is the MacGuffin in writing. We cannot
Not
deny
really.
that.
Not really. A MacGuffin comes out of nowhere. A MacGuffin comes out of nowhere. The Emperor clearly has had a past in history. We just don't know it. I mean, the Emperor is from modern. The Emperor is from Turkey. He's from ancient Turkey. He's not a MacGuffin. We know his
My brother
part
in
of
Christ,
his
we
past.
don't even looks like, and you're saying he doesn't fit the category of a MacGuffin. He could literally be written as anything that the writers reasonably could want him to.
No,
and
that's
it
a
would largely be
mystery.
accepted.
That's a mystery. That's a mystery. That's not a MacGuffin.
Oh, okay.
A
Pull up the
MacGuffin is an
definition of
object
MacGuffin
or a
right now.
person created to get you out of a writing block area. Okay? That's not the definition of MacGuffin.
Let's see. This is Oxford Languages, an object or device in a movie or book that serves merely as a trigger for the plot. The Emperor, starting the Great Crusade, trigger for the plot. The Emperor, fighting Horus and
under that logic,
being entombed on the Golden Throne, a trigger for the plot.
Under that logic, you're saying any plot. So, for example, let's take The Red Tithe, which is a Space Sharks book. The fact that the main character was born is a MacGuffin. Under the logic you're arguing right now.
Does that impact the wider universe?
Yes.
How the fuck does the Emperor getting entombed on the Golden Throne of Earth compare to a random ass character on board a fucking space hulk?
Because the character that was born was the chapter master. That's the main character of that book.
Are you seriously comparing a chapter master to the Emperor being entombed?
No, but I'm saying plot in general.
I'm talking about the impact made on the universe itself. My argument
but couldn't you then argue that the Emperor is the protagonist? Because the protagonist, by definition, is the one who puts the plot in action. And without the Emperor's choices, then he doesn't create the universe. A MacGuffin, by what you read, is an object.
A protagonist could literally be anything. It could literally just be a character that moves the plot
a protagonist
along.
is the person who sets the plot in motion. And a MacGuffin is an object. So therefore, he is not a MacGuffin. He is my fucking God.
You can have multiple protagonists, firstly. Secondly, he is a MacGuffin because relating this back to the argument
of the Custodes. Read the definition. Read the definition. No, read the definition of a MacGuffin again.
Okay. Fucking Oxford Languages, all right?
Yes.
An object or device in a movie or book that serves merely as a trigger.
Therefore, he cannot be a MacGuffin by definition. He's not an object. He's not a device. He's a person. If we're playing these definitional word games like you want to play, yes, we are dead ass.
A MacGuffin is necessary to the plot and the motivation of the characters. But
it's not a person. It's not a Oxford language says it's not a person. It says an object or an item.
You do realize MacGuffin is a noun, right?
You
A
know, he
noun is an
can't be a
animal, place, or
MacGuffin.
thing. A noun is literally an animal, place, or thing.
But that doesn't
The
fit the
emperor is a
definition
thing.
of the word. That doesn't fit the definition of the word.
The word itself is a noun. It could be an object, a place, or a thing, dude.
I love how you're trying to dive down to semantical arguments because I have thoroughly proven that female custodians can't be a thing.
They literally have no argument for why they couldn't. For one, you could use
Because
cloning
the
to
Emperor
literally just
didn't make
rebreed.
them! Because 40 years of lore has explicitly stated they've always been male.
There is not
There
been a
is no
single piece of lore that
precedent to say.
explicitly says that they can't.
But if you do the same thing over and over and over, and it only has one result, it's highly likely that one thing's going to happen again.
Is this a Far Cry reference?
I wish, because you're making me run around because you haven't got. No, this is literally your argument. Well, because I
Well, for
haven't
starters,
gotten.
you've
Let me
literally
finish.
been
Let me
cutting
finish.
me off.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Before your argument is literally stated, because I don't have a line that expressly states that they can't happen. Anything goes. That's fine.
Okay, well,
I have said
first,
every single piece of evidence leans one way. There is no evidence in the other way. Therefore, it has to be this way. And you're saying, well, technically, there's nothing that says the opposite, so therefore it's fine. Even though I have 15 pieces of evidence that all say the same thing.
well, your evidence, as I said, you have it, sure, but you're not really countering my main point. Just because you said that
What's your
there's
main
nothing that
point
explicitly
then?
says, can I finish without you cutting me off then?
What's the
Because
goddamn main point?
there literally is no proof that says in the 10,000 years that the emperor was entombed that they were making Custodes actively through the bits and scraps of knowledge that they could muster, that they couldn't just, I don't know,
It
fuck around and
literally
find
states
out.
that. It literally states they were making new custodians. In the
Where does it say that
Custodians
they
8th
couldn't make
edition
them exactly?
codex! And it says they're
Real
only male!
codex. It says that they are only male. I will pull up the fucking codex right now.
Pull up the 8th edition codex. It says the noble sons of the emperor. It explicitly states that.
You said 8th edition, right?
Yeah.
Swear to
And
God.
when you find it, you can send me the link so we can post it on the stream.
No, I'm just gonna send you it on.
Well, yeah, if you send it to me, however you want.
Yeah. So
I want you to find me a
can
clear quote
can I say my
that
part?
says no. I want you to find me a clear quote that says expressly, because that's what you want from me. So I'm holding you to the same standard where expressly states that they can be female.
You mean the codex for the Adeptus Custodes?
Yeah, I want you to find a place where it expressly states that they can be female.
Edition 8.
Right?
Fuck,
Because
is this
that's what you
PDF?
want from me.
No, my argument is that because there isn't an expressive quote that says sons that I could find personally, I'm looking at the 8th edition codex right now.
So they literally referenced it in this article where it expressly states that the custodians were taken only from the noble houses of Terra.
Wait. Article.
That's the quote.
I thought you said this was in the 8th edition codex. Now you're saying it's in an article?
So the article we just referenced.
Okay. I'm pulling up the
so that
codex.
Whatever. I'm fucking done. I'm not playing these word games with you.
No, I'm asking you because I'm pulling up the codex. And you said the article that we just read.
The article references the line. What part of that is hard to understand?
Bro. I thought we were arguing that previous authors
No, I'm
Interpretations
arguing
can be
that
flimsy, though.
every single piece of evidence we have ever received says one thing, and just because we haven't gotten an express line that says no, if 90% says something is true, it's probably fucking true.
Keyword on probably, bro.
Okay, ahead. And I said it has a 90% of going off. Would you think you're gonna die?
Yes. If the bullet actually worked. Okay, I'm not gonna.
Okay, we've
stoop down
had
to
40 years of
semantics.
lore
I'm not
saying
gonna
one
stoop
thing.
down to semantics.
We've had 40 years of lore saying one thing, not a piece of shred of evidence to go to the contrary. And yet, because I don't have something that explicitly states they can only be men, you say it's completely fine to change it.
Yes.
And you don't even agree with me, because I argued that it's fine to change it within an evolution, not a retcon. Because you can evolve the lore and change it that way and add more depth in through story, and that's fine. But having an overhanded change without any groundwork ever being produced or made to give any backing to the evidence is completely fine. You know how crazy
Not
you
to
sound
that
right now.
degree. Not to that
You know how crazy you sound right
degree,
now.
retcon. Well, the thing is, you're calling it a retcon and expressly prove what they're canceling. They're
It
just
is a
saying,
retcon.
you
It
literally
is
said
because
probably.
the first time they were introduced in the Black Book, it says Sons only. In the 8th edition, it says Sons only. Here, fuck it, I'm pulling it up because you're taking forever.
Yeah, because I'm downloading the PDF. I saved it in my drive, dude. I don't have the physical books, dude. You probably do, though.
Hey, so have you guys been reading the
Well, this
chat
was a
at all,
productive
or
argument.
is that just been me the entire time?
That's been you.
Is
I've
it literally
gotten
just
too
me
into
the
it.
entire
You,
time?
you guys should probably scroll up to about 100 messages earlier and just start reading the chat.
100
just-
messages?
Can you summarize what's happened?
100? I feel like they copied the electric powers.
Okay, I don't agree.
It's like a love story. Today is National Hug Day.
Just keep
They're
going.
both arguing on one-handed. There is nothing stating, but there is none stating he could. Oh, that it could go either way. Two sides of the same coin. Bro just hit him with the definition of insanity. Yeah, that's what I said.
I didn't mean to make that reference, but
You're not even reading the things that fucking
it's
matter. Keep going. Keep reading.
Let's see, ladies, you're both pretty. Move on to the next topic. Agreed.
No.
Take a breath.
We actually do have one more topic after
Yeah,
this, but no,
okay.
there's a reason why we
The funny part is we
expressly.
actually have a topic after this.
Yeah,
Well, so this is why I expressly divided the lore from the miniatures.
Are you
'cause-
telling me
English is stupid.
Are you telling me you went straight over the two-handed comment?
The two-handed. What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, apparently you guys were arguing with
Two-handed.
one hand, and then the Iron Hands uses two hands.
That's funny.
Shit.
Yeah, it's just for me for the past like 45 minutes. It's just been a rom-com listening to two lovebirds that live close enough to each other that their relationship could.
Oh, we definitely fuck.
Fuck me. That's why he's been so ingrained in this argument.
Yeah, it's
I'm fine with the Custodes because it's new lore.
I'm not. I just wanted better Sisters of Silence. Look, wait. Can I say my piece? Because I haven't said anything.
Open right now. I will send it to you.
Wait. Can I say my piece? Because I've said absolutely nothing.
You've just been observing this clusterfuck.
Yeah, but I've
been observing.
I've wanted something to say and I haven't said it because I've been watching the rom-com of two Ultramarines person and an Iron Hands person just like jerking each other off.
Grown-ass men, by the way.
Yeah.
No. The lore is important.
Okay. Wait. Okay, stop. Let me.
Okay, I literally have the quote pulled up.
See, they complain about not being able to finish. I'm complaining about not being able to start.
Well, the first stroke is just as important as the last stroke. Okay?
Exactly. Okay, so
just because the last.
I'll tell you.
Doesn't mean
I will tell you what.
Okay, I have all the evidence pulled up. I'm just gonna run through it after you're done.
Okay, cool. So
All right, let's fact
my
check this.
my whole argument, right? My whole fucking argument is law based and politics based, which is they're just adding real life politics into the game, which shouldn't be added into the game because the game isn't about real life politics. It's about Warhammer, right?
I agree.
But what they already had was Sisters of Silence, which are inclusive and
Who's little
fucking
black
awesome.
soldiers?
So again, what they should have done, what they should have done. What are you laughing about? Black soldier? What do you mean?
Dude,
I'm
these-
confused.
Because no one would be mad about it. Let's be.
Okay, let me.
I'm
I'm
Nobody
gonna
mad
keep
about
up.
it. Cookie Monster, you're
I'm laughing
saying.
at the comments.
I know. Well, let me. I'm halfway through now. I want to finish. Okay, so
Finish for me.
That's so real.
so
Be a good boy and
for
finish.
me, all GW had to do was make Sisters of Silence better. And I would have been happy with that. Everyone would have been happy with that. The left wing would have been happy with that. The right wing would have been happy with that.
No, they
Everyone in the middle would have been happy with that. Yes, they would have. If you made them stronger and it
No,
made
they
sense.
wouldn't. They wouldn't.
What do you...
No, it wouldn't, because it has nothing to do with actually liking this franchise. What it has to do is they want to subvert and change it.
No, that's
It's
what
literally
I'm...
what they did with Star Wars.
That's what I'm saying. If they made Sisters of Silence stronger using something in the lore that makes sense, like the idea I came
But they
up
wouldn't
with.
be happy. It wouldn't be happy, because go look on X, go look on
Okay,
Twitter.
no.
There is literally a shitload of accounts now going, well, we have female Custodes, let's make female Space Marines!
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So, if we made Sisters of Silence better and stronger, everyone would be happy. And if someone isn't happy about Sisters of Silence being stronger, then they're just someone who doesn't care about the hobby anyway, right? So, if Sisters of Silence became stronger through like the thing I said, which is the exosuit, which is powered by the warp, which they're immune to the negative side effects of because they're blanks. Congratulations. And then they become stronger, so they don't match Custodes, but they're stronger than a Space Marine, weaker than a Custode, but they have a very specific role that is outside of just psychers can't use their psychic abilities. Make sense? And that would be something cool for us people who understand the story to enjoy. It could even be a thing where it's like a Jellifield, so they go into the warp to do warpy stuff.
A Gallowfield.
Gellerfield, thank you. It's just like that would be interesting. Oh, and even this guy. So Aiden, blank women dreadnoughts. So make female dreadnoughts that like we have currently, but instead of them being exosuits, it's actual dreadnoughts where they're blanks, and it gives them a boost, gives them stronger, makes them more powerful.
Literally, you don't even need to do that. You just need to not be influenced by politics. Because I don't agree with how Alpha's trying to influence that, right? Let me finish, at the very least, right?
Yeah.
If you look at 3rd to 7th, when did 3rd to 7th release? What was like the time period? The 90s, right? The 80s, the 90s, to the early 2000s, right?
No. 7th edition was 2016. So
no,
from
I'm talking about the
2004.
I'm talking about 3rd edition.
3rd edition is. I'd have to look it up when that was.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Literally,
I know it's
let me
past,
finish, bro.
3rd edition was like 1998 or
90s.
something, wasn't it?
Literally, let me finish, bro. Because I'm literally trying to say 3rd edition was. Correct me if I'm wrong. So literally at just at the start of a new millennium.
Yeah.
For 2008. So right here, we had post Cold War cynicism. Coupled
the fuck you
right
talking
after that.
About?
No, like
3rd edition released in 1998.
Yeah, I literally just said that. I literally just said that. No one listened to me.
That's literally what I'm trying to explain.
No, but he's referencing the Cold War.
Point. Did you listen to my point? I said
Luminate, you just said we were in.
I said post-war, post-Cold War cynicism.
Okay, I'll be back.
Finish. The backdrop of 3rd edition was the post-Cold War cynicism. 4th edition, correct me if I'm wrong, was like 2004 to 2008, so give or take. 5th edition was 2008 to 2012, which was the financial crisis. So I don't think it's very fair to just say because the politics now sucks, let's make the hobby suck. Like, no, that's not fair, guys. Like, let's not.
I'm
There's
literally arguing
before when
the
hobby happened.
opposite of that.
I'm saying that the lore was still cool back then, without it being necessarily misconstrued. So we shouldn't ignore the politics happening when this was writing, yes, but we also shouldn't try and overvalue it into the writer's decision making, because, like, let's be real, it's a hobby, you know what I mean? So if we just overemphasize politics as a justification for the writer's actions instead of trying to think within the confines of the lore, we could be going around in circles, and that's why I personally, or like books where it says, oh, it's explicitly stated or it isn't explicitly stated. Because if we just look for leeway that says, oh, well, it probably is, it
So-
isn't stated, so therefore it can be, or
So
yeah,
how
it-
explicit do you want? How
fine,
explicit
in
do
my
you
opinion.
want? Okay, ready. First edition. These men never leave Earth.
It does not make logical sense. It does
Boom.
not make logical sense
Legionis
because, like the
Custodes
Space Marine
in
argument.
Black Book. Boom.
No,
It is
because
well known, and this is from
thing
the
is,
8th
right?
edition one. It is well known all custodians begin their lives as infant sons of Terran noble houses, and it's an incredible mark of prestige to surrender one's own son and child to the most glorious of callings within the Imperium, and many noble clans amongst the Terran aristocracy are willing to give up their entire generation of newborn sons to earn it. 3 different points in lore, it is always stated that they have been male. It is
This is
stated
8th
they only
edition, man.
recruit from male.
Can you share your screen at the very least? Because I also have mine up. So
It's
I
up,
want.
it's
I
up.
haven't seen the 8th edition.
It's shared the Discord. It's up right here.
I'm looking at the stream so I don't miss the fucking chat, dude. Just tell me. Tell me. God damn.
Why don't you just half it? Like the chat, our Discord stream is on the left side while the chat is on the right side.
Because I won't be able to screen quickly, if that makes sense. But I mean, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
So like, yeah, it is an all-known. Where the fuck is? You said 8th edition. 40K. So. Where is this though? This. You said 8th edition, right? Dusk.
It's
PDF to the Discord right now so you can screen share it, because I'm also trying to. I literally typed in those exact words into the 8th edition codex and I can't find it. That's why I'm saying, because I have the PDF right now and I was very confused because I'm typing the exact words that you're saying.
I think I might have fucked up here. I think it's 9th edition, not 8th edition.
I am going to genuinely butt fuck.
Guys, the love
your audio would cut out, so I just heard I'm generally gonna and it just cuts out. But still, my point still stands. If it's 9th edition or 8th edition, my point still stands.
Okay, so we have a crossroads here, in my opinion. If it's yes, that it was just mentioning sons, and then
it expressly states
it sucks
that they only take
it
infant
expressly
sons.
states, yeah.
It is well known
that's what
all
I'm
custodians begin their lives as infant sons of noble houses of Terra. That's why I was getting so fucking autistically mad, because I'm like, there's 7 different references, because it's not just the Black Books, it's the 9th edition Codex.
Well, I mean, I was
even
asking
the original one,
times.
even the original in Rogue Trader, because this is the link I have. Now it's a bit annoying because they use AR, but they have direct PDF.
Fucking AI, you son of a bitch.
So even in the original, right here, this is the PDF picture. It expressly states, 1st edition, The Adeptus Custodes are the Emperor's interguards, members of which are privileged to serve the Emperor upon tending of his needs. These men never leave Earth. Boom, expressly stated first one. Legiones Custodes, this comes from Black Book, allowing every dynasty to hand off their sons to be claimed.
Excuse me.
Claimed. So this is the Black Book.
It would be really cool if.
And then here, the 9th edition Codex, again, expressly states it's only male. So my argument was, if every single piece of evidence, well circumstantial, says this is the truth, does it not therefore make it a logical conclusion to make that the truth? As there is nothing else that expressly states the opposite.
So we're at a crossroads then. If this is the case where it literally said fucking men, then yes, you have every right to be pissed. Okay.
It expressly states they've only recruited men.
But
there's nothing saying that they can't make women into Custodes, but it's expressly stated that they've only recruited men.
I'm thinking. I'm not like stumped or anything.
No, let Dusk talk. The married couples can take a step back and Dusk can entertain them for 5 minutes.
What am I talking about?
It's
Sorry,
it's literally the fucking wolf meme.
What wolf meme?
Like right now, the dad or the mom are like.
Okay, is it my headphones or is it Lumined's audio just keeps?
No, Illumination just keeps going every now and then.
Yeah, mine keeps cutting out because I'm using different mic settings, but I'll try and speak closer to the microphone. I was saying
but
Henry two
Cavill
abusive parents.
Henry Cavill definitely would be pissed about everything.
From
what? Also, we're buying both of you a ring.
There's been. I would rather chop my fucking mechanical wiener off than ever wear that ring. Firstly,
it's going around your finger, not your wiener, you retard.
Wait, you want a cock ring?
I don't. Okay, bro. Like,
again,
listen,
this is why I said it to no children allowed because of you.
Listen, this is why we can't have kids on stream.
You don't have a wife. What do you mean?
Keep saying that.
The good thing we've clarified he doesn't have a wife. Because he's an Iron Hands fan, that's why. He's got 2 of them. Anyway, so
I tried to make it mechanical.
Yeah, but what did you want me to state my opinion on? I haven't been listening. I had some.
Oh no, I want you to entertain people while because he said he was in the middle of thinking.
Well, apparently I'm a furry, according to these two, because I'm a Space Force fan. And I like Sisters of Silence. I think they are the best thing in the world.
You just want them to crush a watermelon in front of you.
No, I want my head to
Not
be
even joking. I don't think I've seen a single person talk shit about the Sisters of Battle.
The Sisters of Silence. The Sisters of Battle.
Sisters of Silence. Sisters of Silence.
So
not Sisters.
My only annoyance with the sister. Well, we're talking Sisters of Silence or Battle, because my annoyance is the Sisters of Battle get away with shit they shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, but so do Space Marines. So you know.
I guess that's fair.
Like it's the whole the character.
The TISM wants it to be. The TISM needs numbers to be.
Yeah, well, the TISM would hate Cato Sicarius, but you don't hate Cato Sicarius, so it sucks to suck.
Wait, why do you hate Cato Sicarius?
No, I said if what you're saying is true and the TISM makes you hate Sisters of Battle because they get away with stuff, you would hate Cato Sicarius because
what did Cato? What did he get away with?
Literally everything. Literally everything. He does stupid stuff and he gets away with it.
Bro, I love how people...
Finally, someone else fucking mentions it.
No, but so does Ragnar. So does Ragnar. The fact is character models get away with shit.
Illumination, don't die on this hill. Literally every fucking hates Cato.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
So I love how you're like, dude, this is pretty standard in the fucking community.
I like Cato. I'm just saying that if your TISM is the way you say it is, then you would also hate Kato. But you don't hate Kato. You like Kato, so
but you
that's a
haven't
lie.
you haven't provided
You just
evidence
don't
of
like
him
Sisters of
breaking the
Battle.
rules.
When he jumped over a bunch of orcs and it was like 100+ meter distance jump to fight a fake war boss, and he got away with it, even though he was swarmed by boys and
Sounds like something Ragnar Blackmane would do.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you don't
So if
hate.
it's okay for
No,
Ragnar
no,
Blackmane,
I didn't
if it's
say
okay
that.
for Ragnar
I did not
Blackmane,
say that. That's not what I said. I said that if your tism is the way it is, and you hate the Sister Battle for that reason, you'd also hate Kato. So that's not the reason you hate the Sister
no. So
Battle.
what I'm referring to is if I'd have to go find the book again, but there was like a point where some sisters killed some Ultramarines and never got punished for killing the Ultramarines, and it pissed me off.
Okay, so you're just pissed that they killed your own faction.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Seriously,
Yeah.
that's why. Seriously.
Okay.
No. I fucking love the sisters.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I just hate those two sisters in
Oh.
particular.
Did you know I've got some old metal sisters from like 1998?
I'm not in the market. Oh boy, do I have a list of reasons to change your
fucking God.
mind, Cookie Monster.
What it could? I'm not in the market.
Fix
for
his
getting
audio before you fix his list.
Never.
No.
I'm legit. Okay.
Wait, can
Okay.
you get that
We're
watermelon?
not- we're
No,
not-
that would get in trouble for that.
We're not going to get the end of this answer.
Yeah, the Sisters of Battle do
I have
have
no
God
clue
on their
where-
side. Yeah.
I don't know what Lumined's doing.
It's just infinite.
Yeah, I was
It'd be
literally
infinite. It
looking
wouldn't
up.
be his mark.
I was looking up the edition firstly, but I have my Ethernet cable connected, so I'm not sure what the fuck is going on. So excuse me.
I think it's a mic issue.
Oh,
I
I've got
don't
her
know.
too.
I fixed my microphone, so you said it was better.
Yeah, no, it's
at least you
good.
guys
It
said
just
it was
cuts out
better.
every now and then.
Okay.
It cuts out for a few words. But anyway, so Sisters of Silence, cool.
We have come
Sisters
to
of
the
Battle,
conclusion that
cool.
you were right.
Yeah, I'm always right. I'm brain damaged. Fuck you guys.
So just hates women, and I just think from 3rd to 7th edition, 40k didn't erase its past. It just reinterpreted it. If you look at Abaddon and his 13th Black Crusades, they said they were all failures, but now they just said it was of his forces to achieve objectives. That is an example of a retcon everyone doesn't give a fuck about right now. If you look at the Tau ship from 4th edition to 5th edition, they were perceived as naive good guys, but now have caste control with subtle. But my eyes, I don't give a fuck about it. They're just replacing satire and mystery with tragedy and myth, and like at this point, I don't give a fuck as long as they don't.
So first of all, it wasn't satire. It wasn't satire. Second of all, the Tau and Necron wars were expansions because they didn't have it written yet. It wasn't written. It was evolution. I am literally advocating for evolution, and you just fucking proved my point.
There's read all of the books from 3rd to 7th.
I'm really confused.
Next topic, gentlemen.
Okay, yeah, what is the next topic? Let's move on.
Audio.
Because no. Well, so far the topic has just been who should ask who to marry. We spent an hour and a half on this topic.
Just be a victim.
A victim?
Already, just please.
Can you please fix your fucking audio? So this is the final point that they showed off. They just showed off.
It's not a
trailer.
It's not the Primarch, is it? If that's
so
the Iron
people are theorizing it's the Iron Warriors Primarch. I personally believe it's Obliterators. Now it would make sense that it's the Iron Warriors Primarch.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they tend to release a new Primarch when the edition ends.
Yeah, well,
I don't know,
but
it doesn't.
So here's my thing: is it's either new Chaos Hellbrute or Obliterators. I highly doubt they're going to be bringing. Like, look at this. This looks Hellbrute or Obliterator. This looks Obliterator.
Okay.
Can you pull up some photos of an Obliterator real quick? I think I forgot what they look like.
Oh, that's a hard one. Hey, wait, guys, quick thing. Female Kriegsman, what the fuck?
Is there any
Female
Lord of
Kriegsman, Sister, Femstode,
this is
Slaneshi, Cultist, or Norn Queen? Which one you folding to?
Krieg?
Is the Sister of Silence, right?
I think so. It just says Sister.
I'm folding to the Sister of Silence. Sister, that's my whole argument has been the sister. We should have been focusing on the Sisters of Silence. We don't need this retcon change, and it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Literally, that's my argument.
For me, it's just Sister of Silence all day, every day.
Like I would have. I don't think we need to change any lore. I just think the Sisters of Silence
You know
need
what?
new
I'm
maps.
going to change my answer. Sister of Silence that is in
Here's
the
an obliterator.
middle. Oh no, that can't be possible. Damn it. Fuck. Oh
So
yeah.
this is what obliterators look like.
Yeah, it could be a mix of all three.
Obliterator Alpha? You were right.
I have no idea what the fuck you just said.
He said you're right.
I'm always fucking right.
Looks like Obliterator. Yeah, when you're not though.
Okay, so here's the thing: is I think it
Yeah.
could be an obliterator, but at the same time, my money is it's more than one. I think. I just highly doubt that they're releasing a Primarch. I might be naive, but I feel like they're gonna save that and try to release him later. Honestly, if you had my money, I would say this is like multiple kits. Like this stuff, this one, and this one in the middle that they have here, probably Obliterator, maybe Hellbrute. Then this is a different demon engine. This is going to be upgrades. Hellbrute,
Hang on a second.
and then
Go back a
a
second.
character.
One more. That looks like the Lord of Skulls, doesn't it?
Yep.
If you go forward. That looks like the Lord of Skulls a little bit, doesn't it?
I don't know.
If you look at a Lord of Skulls, that almost, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like it to me. It looks like it to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
well,
this is the last. This is the last thing they revealed.
Yep. It is the last.
I wish I had the dislike extension because one of my friends just DM'd me that apparently the female Custodes launch trailer has massive dislikes on it.
How can you even check dislikes accurately?
So what it is there's an extension that does it. I forgot the exact mathematics.
Fuck, at this point, can you guys hear me clearly now? Or
Yeah.
is it still cutting
Yeah.
out?
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
hear.
Okay, I was just saying at this point, anymore, as long as they don't explicitly say
I'm not
this
seeing it.
bullshit.
That was funny.
Hello.
Did he actually?
Hi. Yeah, he left and came back.
Hello.
Hello.
That
Wait,
was
so
I didn't leave.
have we gone
I
through
think that's
everything?
just
Yeah, you left
We left.
Elimination.
yeah.
You left and rejoined.
beautiful.
It was just internet, I reckon.
My money is that that's a Lord of Skulls, honestly.
Yeah, it is a lot of skulls.
Well, but here's the thing: is why would a Lord of Skulls be coming out with the Iron Warriors? Lord of Skulls is
I don't fucking know.
expressly corn. That's why it says just a demon engine. My theory is it's a demon engine. It might not be
I'm
the Lord of
hoping it's
Skulls,
a demon
but it's a
engine,
demon
because if
engine.
it's Perturaba, if it's Perturaba, I'm gonna lose my mind. My only problem is it
It
does have a
could,
hammer, which could be Perturaba, and I'm like, it
yeah,
looks like shit.
it could be Perturabo.
Honestly, if it's Perturaba, I'd be pretty hyped.
No, I think it's shit. It's a shit
Um,
Perturaba. I think it's just a bad version of Perturaba.
yeah, I don't think it's ever gonna live up to, because I don't like the 40K version of
Wait, doesn't the Defiler? So Aiden thinks it's the Defiler, but isn't the Defiler
that
like the
works.
top half is like human, like demon slash like flesh?
Yeah,
Or am
but if they're
I?
doing a reimagining of it,
Yeah, fair.
it would work.
It would work.
Because it is in the rumor engine that it's a Defiler.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's a Defiler.
Yeah, I don't find,
Oh,
I don't mind
okay.
keep
I'm
a
an idiot.
definition. I think it's chill.
Yeah. Is that the last thing they showed?
Yep.
So we got through everything eventually
Yep.
somehow. After, give me a second. I've got the exact time. I think it should tell me. It
Let's
2
see,
hours
4
56
hours,
minutes and 7 seconds.
Oh, okay. So I just
only
got
3 hours.
Yeah, well,
I just
think it
the
took us 45 minutes to set up because of the stupid settings restarting.
I just got the something. I'm gonna post it
Yep.
on the screen.
Yep. The soul grinder. Yeah, baby.
Please don't look at your oh,
This is what I got sent. It has apparently, according to this information, now it could be wrong, but overwhelmingly negative.
I'm not surprised.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, no, I think it expressly is because of how they've done it. I don't think any of us on the board is against female Custodes.
I'm against female
It's just,
Custodes.
well, I'm not against female
No, I am
Custodes. It's just
100%
fucking.
against it.
I'm
I
against it because it ruins Sisters of Silence,
Sisters of Silence is significantly the better choice in my
and
opinion because
it
you have an
tells
entire faction getting soft blocked.
and it tells me that they don't care about them and they're not going to release new things about them, and I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? And having said
Sisters of
that, that
Silence.
means I need to buy some Sisters of Silence as soon as possible before they get rid of them.
I hope some. I was talking about buying
I still have
some
some sisters.
secondhand. I'm not buying. See, here's the thing: is a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're not buying from Games Workshop because of the female." I'm like, no, I'm not buying it because they just fucking announced another price hike.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna
They
probably
just
buy it off
announced another
Gamemology or
4%,
something.
4%
Yo, Alpha,
price
why do
hike.
Wait, what did you say? There's Gamemology, and what's the other one that's cheap? Sorry, what are the cheap places to buy Warhammer from?
I didn't say anything.
Oh no, that wasn't you guys. I was talking about that. Doesn't matter.
Wait, Alpha, why do you care about the price hikes? You 3D print my guy.
I
Yeah.
like to
Yeah, it
work
does.
with
Yeah, you're
official
right, Aiden.
models.
It's not like you're at their behest, my guy. You can always just buy used models.
That's what I do.
At the end of the day, there's always going to be price hikes. You know what I mean? So it's not.
Yeah,
you
but
work around a bullshit.
But remember, I know how much it cost them to make it because I did a bunch of research, and if you want to look, Lego is actually a good company because Lego everything's public, just like Warhammer, and you can actually go look at both companies and see how much it costs because Lego uses the exact same machines as Games Workshop. They use the exact same plastic. And it costs Lego 7 cents to produce a piece. So miniatures maybe a little bit more, so maybe 14 cents a piece. Then maybe tack on $20 for boxes, making sure everybody gets paid and all that stuff. So really, they're selling stuff that maybe should be worth $20 at most for $80.
That's
Late stage
fair.
capitalism.
This isn't late stage capitalism.
I don't know, man. Upscaling something you largely have a monopoly on it seems interesting.
What's happening is they want to sell and make as much money as they can with the miniatures, and then they're going to use that to leverage either a buyout or reorient the company into a media company.
Yeah, I think they're gonna just leverage it to create their own animated universe. Because this is precisely what they did with a lot of Lord of the Rings content, guys. If you remember.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I
Remember
think.
Lego Lord of the Rings? This is literally what happened.
Well, and we're also remember they have a limited time before 3D printing becomes very popular. You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's super niche and hard." It's like, no, you hit 4 buttons and I print a miniature.
Yeah, it's
I thought
somewhat
3D printing was
difficult.
already popular though.
It's already. I think it's going to become more popular, and I think it's also going to become more accepted, generally throughout media, not media,
Honestly,
but people's
Possibly.
lives. Because, and I'm not also
Yeah.
talking not resin. There's also filament. I think filament's going to be adopted.
That's fair.
I guess the only
foresee.
thing that would be a hindrance is that you can't play it at the GW tournaments unless you have their official models.
Are they going to prove you have the official models?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not that hard to run that by just looking at the models
No, it can be pretty
with the
difficult.
filament and stuff.
It can be really difficult.
Have you looked at some of my miniatures?
There's no way the models you have shown me have been 3D prints. They've been 3D prints, haven't they? Okay, let me shut the fuck up. I admit that's an L on my.
Sucks to
It's
suck.
really hard to tell. It's
Yeah,
really hard to
it's-
tell the difference between a Tyranid.
Is bro an Alpha Legion infiltrator? Goddamn.
So
I will admit though, yeah.
So most of my Space Marines are.
But if that happens,
Most of my Space Marines are actual official GW plastic, but stuff like my Tyranids, I'm not going to say which ones, but just know, not all of them are official.
That's fair. That's fair as fuck.
Makima is listening type shit.
God dang it. I'm stuck.
Bro, they're not
But my
gonna
argument
break
is like
down
once
your
you
door.
get them, you know all the Space Wolves I did.
Yep.
The bodies. You
Yep.
can go watch it now. It's on my channel. The bodies were official, but everything else on top of that was 3D printed. Their arms, their shoulder pads, their heads, all 3D printed. Even their backpacks. The only thing official was the baseline plastic.
Interesting.
That's fair. That's fair as fuck.
I have a whole video of how I bootlegged well, it's not mine. It's a commission I did. I bootlegged the Space Wolves. Hell, I even made more than one Dreadnought because they only give you one Dreadnought chassis. So I got a 3D printed Dreadnought chassis and just put Bjorn's shit on it.
That makes sense.
I mean, I can't lie to you. It's more efficient, but I guess for me, I'm more about like because you said it's toxic, right? The filament that you use.
No, resin. Resin's toxic.
Resin's toxic, yeah.
Filament is completely
Okay,
fine.
so I need to. So how much is the resin versus the filament? I assume it's expensive.
Filament's cheaper. It just doesn't
filament's
look as good.
dirt. Yeah, filament's dirt cheap, but filament's only good for big print jobs. So printing terrain and stuff like that. So printing terrain, tanks, stuff like that. It's really good for. But printing like a head swap, you'd want to go with resin.
Do you guys think we should have a 3D print stream?
I don't know how we do it, but I'm down.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we're finished. Honestly, I think we've done everything. We've talked about everything we need to talk about.
Yeah. Well, we budgeted 3 hours, and
Yeah. Well, we got 3 hours. So I guess
we're pushing 4 hours.
Yeah. No. Fuck that. You guys gotta sleep. It's what 11:40 something for you.
Yeah, and I have work tomorrow.
Yeah, and I've got work today, so you know it's only 3:41 for me, and I've done nothing but this stream. I got to do stuff. Anyway, I guess just thanks everyone for coming by and watching us get angry at Sisters of Silence not being added, and on top of it, the love story between the glue sniffer and the black guy.
Shut the fuck up.
What type of glue do you think I sniff?
Black glue.
I got that glue. Hey! All I have to say is I use Gorilla Glue for my models.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Please do not follow what this man says.
Yeah.
Just-
Do not. Just don't.
I actually do for my resin models. I use Gorilla Glue.
Yeah. Well, anyway, check out Lumination on Instagram, YouTube. I think it's in the description. Same with Alpha, obviously.
Yeah, if you
you're
want
following me right now.
if you want Sisters of Battle Art.
Yeah, 100%. Anyway,